Show Mo kí gbogbo àti àti darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò ti àṣálẹ́ yìí 24th of December 2021. Ẹni bá sọ pé ìwòyí last year pé bàbá wa Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ a máa ṣe Christmas ní ibi tó wà, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ afẹ́ ní kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó dàbí ìgbà tí ẹ pé ó ti ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ báyìí. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo àti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò náà. Wọ́n ní sọ, wọ́n ti lè jẹ́ kó jẹ. Wọ́n ti jẹ̀jẹ̀ kó jẹ. Wọ́n ní sọ òdodo láyé. Wọ́n ti jẹ̀jẹ̀ kó jẹ. Wọ́n ní sọ títọ́. Ǹjẹ́ wo àgbàlagbà ìjọ tẹ̀bí rẹ̀ wò pé ọdún ń bọ̀ lọ́la fáwọn tí ó ń celebrate, ìwọ tó bá celebrate kò ń ṣe dandan bó kó má lè ra adìyẹ sílé, adìyẹ àti ìrẹsì, ó rí pé nǹkan ti dé báyìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Wọ́n ò ní ṣe eré nu Janet ìyá wa, wọ́n ò ní ṣe eré ìkànnì wọn. Ó ti bàjẹ́ nísìnyí, bàjẹ́ láyé olúmọ o. Gbádùn máyégún náà ṣe ìwòtán ni. Àwọn ní 5,000, ẹ fún wa ní 5,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ẹ fún wa ní 500 naira bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ṣé mo rí 2,000 nígbà? Bẹ́gì all over the social media. Nígbà tẹ́ pé ṣáwa lọ ṣe social media fún ká máa fi bẹ́gì all over the world. Christmas ti wọlé dé báyìí nísìn, oríṣiríṣi ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan ó létò tó ń ṣe. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó gbìyànjú fún bàbá wa náà ní sókà. Ẹ̀rí báwọn ìyá wa bọ́ ṣe kódà àwọn ìyá kan náà àwọn sanwó, àwọn yáwó mọ́tò wá síbẹ̀. In tí Ìgbòho ń jà fún nìyẹn. Ṣé n tóun máa jẹ, in táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa jẹ, in táwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ máa jẹ àtàwọn tó wà láyìíká ẹ̀, ó tó jẹ. Ìjà wa ló wá ń gbà pé kí a máa jẹ wá kó má pa wá gbé. Bó bá fi dìde ẹ̀, he has no reason. But ó ní ìlà táwọn kọ sójú, ìlà ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjìrè ni. Àwa láwọn àgbààgbà nísìn, àwọn àgbààgbà gbogbo máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jáde nísìn, àwọn náà máa wá fi sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù ní o, sùúrù ní ká fi tó o, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sùúrù tó o. Àwọn ló bukú, àwọn tó ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ká bẹ́ lórí gbogbo yín pátápátá. Ká fi sùúrù ṣe o, sùúrù ní ká fi ṣe o. Àgbàlagbà bàbá 40 something kò ra adìyẹ sílé báyìí. Oúnjẹ ló kú gbogbo inú ilé báyìí nísìn, ààrẹ ní bá wa jẹ. Oúnjẹ gbogbo kitchen tó bá lọ all over the world wọ́n ti stock up oúnjẹ. Mo ṣe pé ká ṣe ní kitchen lálẹ́ yìí, gbogbo ẹ̀ ti kún. Ó ṣe pa lówó, but oúnjẹ ó ṣe pàtàkì. Lórí bóúnjẹ ṣe wà, àkímọ̀ emergency lè wà, orí fọ́mọ ni ìyá tẹ̀ ní ò ní láti ṣe pé NHS wàá ra cough tablet wàá rà sínú ilé, ẹ̀dọ̀ ń dùn ẹni. Gbogbo àwọn basic things of life. Àwọn wọ́n ń da màlúù lórí burúkú. Mo ń bọ̀ ẹjẹ́ àgbé sí proper screen. Torí ẹ̀ la ṣe wá sí kitchen lálẹ́ yìí again. Àkó àlàjọdún torí àwa wá ń da màlúù kiri bí wèrè. Wọ́n ń da màlúù yẹn wọ́n tó wá fi ń ṣe jàǹbá fún wa. Torí ọmọdé jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ Christmas nínú ilé ẹ̀ Mo má tẹ̀lé sọ pé irú complex wo ló fẹ́ mu. Ìlú òṣì. Àwọn ará àwọn bàbá 40, ìyá 50. Wọ́n rówó tó fi ra adìyẹ sílé lọ́la. Then Nigeria, do you know why? 1914 ni, that 1914 amalgamation, ó ti kó bá gbogbo wa. Àfàwátà ráyè sá lọ. You know, kó tẹ̀ ṣí fridge ẹ kí inú ẹ tẹ̀ máa dùn pé you know, àti jẹ cheesecake. Ṣe parí tèmi ni abọ́ tí mo fi jẹ́ lélẹ̀. Èmi náà ṣe jẹ tèmi ni cheesecake. Àwọn ọmọ yín ló bake. You know, kó tẹ̀ rán ọmọ ẹ níṣẹ́ bàbá 40, ọmọ 30, ìyá 50. Just send your children to the store. Just bake the cake. Àti ṣe pepper soup. You know, chicken ti wà, fruit wà. Ẹlòmíì ìjọ ló ti rí fruit jẹ rí. Fruit ni basic things of life. Òun là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lálẹ́. 1914 òun ló kó bá gbogbo wa. 1914, everybody is now sending money home to their loved ones just to make sure that they stay afloat. Oríkèé ní fruit wà. Ìjọba fẹ́ ni. Fruit wà. Strawberry wà. Àwọn tó mọ sprout jẹ wọ́n ti rà sílé gbogbo fridge yẹn kankan báyìí labroad. Àwọn ìyá wa máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dáná látọ̀la báyìí fáwọn bá lé wọn àtẹni tó gbogbo àlà ń celebrate àti kìrìsìtẹ́nì àti mùsùlùmí àti oníṣẹ̀ṣe bá ṣe ń ṣe láyé àtijọ́ nìyẹn. Àtìgbà táwọn olórí burúkú yìí dé àtìgbà tó dé lọ́ ba gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ìwọ́n Nàìjíríà kò rówó ra adìyẹ sílé. Bá a ṣàmáyégún ṣe sọ. All those that supported APC 2015, ẹ bá wọn ṣe social media, you cannot buy chicken. Chicken, o lè ra chicken sílé. O lè ra chicken owó ṣe wò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fún ẹ nígbà tí owó ṣe wò. Àbófẹ́ wọnú fridge mi. Olóògùn shit whole country kept everybody in abject poverty. Poverty all over the country. People are dying, crying. Do you know how many people have died this week alone from Monday to Friday? Initially Friday, we are talking about more than 500 people have died. More than 500 people. Mess up country. It's because of the 1914. And the more we live the 1914 without trying to bring it down, the more your life, every Christmas, you go to do like this. For which make me I did London as well. British people, British, enjoying standard living. The same country that put us together. You in Nigeria, do you understand? You in Nigeria, you are not living a standard life. I mean, through Nigeria, fake people. Fake. Ìgbòho wa ń bá wa ṣe wàhálà, ó ń bá wa jà pé ká má bà pa wá tán. Fake country. Mad people all over the place. Orí ń bẹ̀ ya Mr. Laojo, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin alálùbáríkà. Young people that should be having a normal life. Basic lele. I keep telling you, this kitchen is the basic. There's nothing special about it. I've told you before. It's basic. Fake country. Everybody deceiving themselves. Government deceive citizens. Citizens deceive government. Everybody does the lie. They will sit down. Nigeria is going to work. Is that not what they've been telling you? Nigeria is going to work. That's 61 years. And the same shithole Babangida is now telling you, Osibajo ló lè ṣe o. Mad country. All over Nigeria now, people are crying. All over Nigeria, they are crying. People, as we are speaking now, people are in the terrorist camp, being kept there, and their family are running over the place trying to raise money that they don't have. Yes, Yahoo country, Yahoo government. Basic things of life. That's what you're looking at in this kitchen. There's nothing special. It's just a look. Sorry. What's it ready? For tomorrow. Yeah, gizzard lele. Pepper soup one day. Pepper soup lele. Pepper soup, Shori. Pepper soup, Shori. Shori pepper soup. Shit o country. Abdullah wa sire jollof rice, c'est fried rice. Ìgbà tá máa jẹ náà kò lè ju kékeré lọ. You know why you are suffering? Look at the topic today. Some of you don't even understand the reason why you are suffering, that you don't have a standard living. Do you know what I call by standard living? This is standard living, not the type of, the royal, the middle class. This is just standard, basic. This is what they don't want you to enjoy. Let me just do something now. Let's turn this light off. Imagine on all this screen, everything is dark, and then you now have a candle. The one down in darkness, everybody there. And the generator, Asha Dano. You are all living fake life. Atento lowo. On baba on ṣe interview fún baba wa kan lọ́sàn-án. Ó dà ń pé náà yẹn ṣẹ́jú pínkí. Wọ́n sáré lọ tan generator bí a stabilizer lọ fi kick ẹ̀ in tí náà fi padà. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù ni o. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ yẹn ṣe sùúrù o. Àwọn àgbàlagbà àgbàlagbà ọmọ ibi tó ti tọ́ bá wóge wọ́n mọ ibi tó máa wóge. Na lie. Irọ́ lẹ pa. Precision ti sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé igi tó fẹ́ gé pẹ̀lú kọ̀mpútà. Don't let them tell you all those jack shit lies anymore. Pé ibi tá bá fẹ́ wógi sí àgbàlagbà ló mọ ibi tó máa wó sí o. Láyé àtijọ́ tí bá jókòó sórí kọ̀mpútà mi báyìí ibi tí bá ní kó wó sí ló máa wó sí. I am 40 plus, and some of my age mates, as I speak to you now, they've not even have what to eat tomorrow with their children. I'm praying to God. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. In Jesus' name, Lashe Dumari. How long must you take before you can buy one whole chicken and a bag of rice? Since the January, your economy is going into comatose. Tí rí nǹkan kan, ìyà jẹ ṣé gèsì yín lára. Ìyà ṣe kíni, ajẹ ṣé gèsì yín lára. À ń sọ fún yín nísìn. Ẹ tún pariwo Swagger 23. Every one of you tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé Swagger 23 yẹn, à ń ná tójú yín down, à ń bò yín. Ìjọ tó bá lọ wá sórí social media pé wọ́n jí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ gbé àbí o fẹ́ complain nípa government, just as the people in Ojodu, Baga. I hope they've sorted out the problem now. How can you say you cannot afford 5,000 naira to feed your family tomorrow? Láti January títí di December, and you are still coming online. Ẹ̀gbọ́n, ẹ bá mi wá nǹkan kan. Kò ṣe fault yín. I do not blame you. It's because we have left it too late. I don't blame you, Nigerians. But I am blaming you now because for the first time in the history of the new generation, the social media generation, I am showing you in UK. When our parents were coming in the 80s, there was nothing like this. Koda, Mom Sitawa sọ fún wa pé àwọn máa ń gbé iṣu wá láti Nigeria, not knowing that they sell it here. It was only expensive. Fake life, everybody. Right here. Goody goodies. Lóríṣiríṣi. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. Under here for children. Goody goodies. Goody goodies. You see? Goody goodies. Goody goodies. This is what Amosun put his sticker. Olórí burúkú tó ní champagne kò ní kúure gbogbo àwọn politician yín. His children are here. He's gone to buy this in large quantity, and they now put Amosun 2023. This is less than £1. It's fruit wine. And this is what Amosun is giving you. And you are happy. Mad people all over the place. APC, PDP. This is it. This is what Amosun brought. And I'm sure they didn't buy it from Nigeria. They probably start importing it from another country. Do you understand what that means? In large quantity, ready to distribute it. Ìwọ náà o pé orí àwọn onímùkúmu wá tún máa bára wọn jà lé lórí. This is it. It's called fruit wine. Messed up country. Very messed up. They've messed up your life. Be believing Instagram, social media influencer that are making money out of you all. Thinking that is the true Nigeria. Believing about Davido, DJ Copy, all these artists. Every one of them belong to Yoruba. Believing them. I see Telome Lulu invited Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido to come and do Christmas party. I can do Christmas party in my house. Christmas alone here. Christmas in my house. I don't need to know any of my MP before I can go and do Christmas. How many people now? I want to feel jealous. Don't let me see. You want to go and eat in a party you are not invited. Fake country. They're too female one. Fruit wine. You see? It's called fruit wine. Fruit wine. Fruit wine. And then Amosun buy this, put his name, and then give it to you and say, vote for me 2023. Are you not mad? No, are you not mad? Is this a life? Does this mean that this is a standard? Is this fruit wine your security, your education, your welfare? No, this is a fruit wine. Fruit wine it's your security, your welfare. The phone line is open. Let's get the line open. It's an interactive tonight. You can come through as well if you want to. Via Skype. +4475 9405097. Come and defend Nigeria for me. I love Nigeria. Stupid idiots. PhD holder. Senior advocate of Nigeria. All fake people. What analysis they've been doing analysis of Nigeria for the last 61 years. Need 21st century. Tiba gegi pẹ̀lú precision. Builder. I work as a guy that was driving the van for one of my best builder here in UK, Clyde. Don't fit precision. Don't fit gegi. For years. No headway. Fake country. Very good evening and welcome. Government lie. For everybody lie. You are believing international community. I pity you all. Thank you very much. Mako Aro for the super chat. Really appreciate every little helps. I would rather take from you than allow all these politicians to say, Koiki, no, let's give you something. That we could have done that some years back when nobody even knows us as far as this. Fake country. This is the kind of life I don't want to see all these our mothers going on the street begging. I think we have a first caller. Let's go to US. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you. Need a do our baba no confirm. Do like so far. Check it out, baba àgbàlagbà ni. Àti baba wa ti gbogbo wọn yẹn. Well, won't change easily. Won't change easily, yes. Baba tèmi náà, gbogbo nǹkan tó believe yẹn náà ni. Won't change easily. Àwọn la máa gbára wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. I wish pé gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo podcast ní wọ́n ṣí ẹ̀ dáadáa. èmi máa ń ṣe ẹ o wọ́n ń ṣe ẹ kọ́
bàbá ṣe á débi tó yẹ kó dé tó bá di gbàgbó everybody máa mọ ibi tó ń lọ ká má ṣe ẹ.
ó máa wọnú score wọn. God bless you.
ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Keep up the good job.
Thank you very much. ẹ ṣé gan ni. a kí gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ ọlọ́dún pẹ̀lú àwa náà we have lived peace with each other, the Christian, the Muslims. You don't have to believe in Christianity. You don't have to believe in Islam. You can believe in our traditional one. But we have lived piece by piece until all these animals and bastards came into us. Let's go to, I think this is Australia, if not New Zealand. About mute the background. Good evening, Ekabosa.
Hello.
Ekalesa.
Yeah, good evening. Ekale, Mr. Koiki.
Ekabosa,
Good to see you today.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate you saying your long amount for you.
Amen.
Gbogbo wàhálà kókó jọjọ yín bẹ ṣe lọ sí ọ̀rẹ́ mi gbẹdẹ lọ sí Istanbul. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi pè mí pé rà torí pé Mr. Nigeria Nation Yorùbá Nation máa ń pè mí gbà. Koiki wà bí o nǹkan ọkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbàgbọ́ àwọn kan kò léyàn mi nìyẹn ọkọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ kú ṣe takuntakun.
Kádúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run.
Ọlọ́run á máa lọ́ra ẹ̀ ní àtẹ̀yìn àti ìyàwó yín gbogbo wàhálà tẹ̀ ẹ̀ ṣe. Ìyá àwọn táwọn àlejò ọjà ò tiẹ̀ wà. Gbogbo bẹ ṣe ń wọnú bedroom àti wọnú kitchen tẹ̀ gbogbo jáde ẹ wò níbi tẹ̀mí wà yìí a máa ń sá fún jẹ à ń sá fún pé
freezer ló wà sálẹ̀ ó full up ni
everyday ni mo lọ sí gym ní pé kí n má tóbi.
ààrẹ ni bá wa jẹ́.
Nàìjíríà ti sọ wá dìdàkudà bí ṣe wà yín sìn close to 50 years mo ló mọ kan mi lè lọlé because sọ pé kí ni mi ìfẹ́ kí àjẹ mi. Close to 50 years. Ọmọ wù mí bí mo lọ́mọ kan ọmọ wù mí bí but mi ìdè lọlé. Ọmọ ọkọ tí mo ní Nàìjíríà gan ẹ̀sà olúwa yìí kéèyàn náà kéèyàn máa ní kéèyàn léjè kéèyàn olúwa yìí kéèyàn léjè wò. Everyday ni máa ń pè.
Nàìjíríà ti pa gbogbo asáyé akọ mánéjẹ ni. Àwọn kan ní àmì true Nigeria live abroad ó ti pẹ́ sáyé ó kàn mánéjẹ ni. Nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì yẹn lọ ẹ̀gbọ́n padà ẹ má bínú the phone mo ti ń pe alàgbà yẹn padà ẹ pè padà line ẹ ṣì wà open +4475 94050 kò ń ṣẹ̀yìn tí ẹ ti believe nínú kọ́ọ̀sì là ń bá wí o and it's not of your fault that you cannot have a standard life like this and you are paying for it or you are working hard. Gbogbo ẹni tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ láti January títí di December ó wá ní òní owó láti fi ra adìyẹ sílé. Do you know how painful that is to somebody like us? And those of you that think you have it, do you have a better life? A standard living standard. I'm not talking about the big boys and blah blah blah. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó ń pè láti òkè náà ní +66. You might want to call back again. If you come disconnected, phone yẹn ló cut off fún rẹ̀. Àti now need a good phone. Ẹ fún wa ní good phone. À ń bẹ̀ yín ni as we're going into the new year. Hello caller. Ẹ ti wọlé.
Hello baba.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
Kalẹ̀ sà wọ́n kú ètò ìlọ́ra ọ̀fẹ́ láti pè for the first time.
You're welcome to the program.
Ọlọ́run àgbẹ̀ wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìjọba náà.
Bó tẹ gbà wá máa gbára wa sílẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀rí bó gbà wá àwa máa gbára wa sílẹ̀. Nítorí pé ìyà yóò lè máa lọ títí bá ṣe ń sọ yìí. Kò possible. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa fún yín ní time ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. I was watching Serbia and a lot of expatriates are moving there for their retirement. Do you know how painful we have millions of Nigerians? Let's even say millions of Nigerians to play the devil advocate. They cannot go back home and retire. Do you understand what that means? Ìyàn kan wá ní ká ṣe sùúrù ẹ̀ ní sórí gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè.
Understanding Ọlọ́run tó bá yẹ understand. Bóyá kí n lè sọ pé ní as in 5 naira 10 naira tó máa fi ń bò wọn lójú yẹn kò jẹ́ kó máa bò wọn lọ́nà. Wọ́n kàn ní kàn máa gba change nínú ẹ̀.
Fake country.
Mo wo fídíò kan sẹ́yìn, mo rí olúwo níbi tó ti ń yẹn báńgà. Yorùbá, ọba ní Yorùbá ní oyin báńgà.
Banga in the midst of the poverty. In the midst of poverty. General Banga Lokan, in the midst of poverty. Yes, I know Alimosho very well. It's one of the biggest. General Hospital Kekosi, General Hospital Kokan Nigeria. I say the whole country is mirage, is fake. Every part of Nigeria is fake. I can only pity those that love Nigeria. You think you love Nigeria more than people like that? If people love Nigeria more than Ntonko, see Nigeria ban shisheni, kilo sheni UAE. I've told you, I am ready to do the basic job. If Nigeria will be able to make sure that my dignity, dignity means that Intofeje, politician laro. Intofeje dignity niyen. Tí bá ní kẹ́ fún mi lówó tá ń sọ pé ẹ fún wa ní nìkan akàn fi yẹn pé tó lọ jẹ́ platform ni mo ní nǹkan tí mo lè lọ fi ṣiṣẹ́.
Wọ́n ṣe débi pé wọ́n tún jẹ́ kán tó mọ àṣírí wa nílùú.
Mo tẹ̀lé ọmọ mi lọ sí store. Ó ní voucher àtẹ̀rù pé kọ̀tà fẹ́ ra ẹ̀nà bí abẹ́ pọ́n mẹ́sàn-án ni. Nígbà tá a tún gbé déwájú tíìlì yẹn báyìí àṣẹ wọ́n tó tún slash ẹ̀ ó tún di pọ́n mẹ́rin. So that means pé voucher tá a mú lọ yẹn nìkan la lò àtẹ̀tù náwó ara wa wọ́n tún fún wa ní change. Do you understand what you mean? Pé ìwọ fún wọn ní paper voucher wọ́n dá change padà fún wa ní coins. Do you understand the system that is working?
Àná ṣe débi pé wọ́n tún fi kó bá wa níbi tá a tó ń sápamọ́ pé ká tẹ̀ tó forí ara wa pa.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ Peter tẹ wà ní UAE because wọ́n tẹ̀ rí ní nǹkan kan fẹ́ anybody mọ́ ní UAE. Olúkàlùkù kan manage bẹ́ẹ̀ ní same. They won't renew for anybody mọ́ ní UAE. Nobody's being renewed anymore. Nigerians are living a very, very difficult life all over the world because of some foolish bastard politicians that keep that level. Because if Nigeria was truly working, it would have been very difficult for me to convince you as an average Nigerian of this kind of conversation. I'm a láti máa struggle ni pé I'm a now point me. Kútẹ̀ yẹ kí n máa fi oúnjẹ ṣe presentation oúnjẹ is the least. Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá ẹja tó fẹ́ lómi láyè kí a lè gba ẹ tún lè pè padà létà ká tún jẹ́ kó circulate dáadáa. Mo fẹ́ padà sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó pè láti Australia bèbí New Zealand. I'm calling you back. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. Ẹgbọ́n òsókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ má bínú, go ahead.
So nǹkan tí mi ń sọ lọ ṣe rí mo ti ń try láti get it for so long.
Ẹ má bínú.
Ṣe rí ìyà èmi ò lè blame ara Nàìjíríà fún kankan mi kọ ẹ wo ìyà ti jẹ mí rí. Tí ìyà bá jẹ èèyàn ní stage kan èèyàn dínà ìyà ẹ̀. Ṣé àwọn politician yẹn gan náà ṣe ń tọ́jú oúnjẹ náà ń tọ́jú palliative wọ́n mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí n bí pa wá adáwọ̀ lábúrọ̀dà àwọn kò ní pààyàn. Ṣé rí the cheapest tea?
Bread yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ nílé irú ilé la máa pè ní bread agége ilé yìí náà bread agége ni bread
cheapest tea fọwọ́ àtàwọn alábọ̀dọ̀ ló jẹ tábà lọlé ara wa máa sọ fún ọ̀nà ìbìnrin pé má fún mi ló jẹ.
Àwọn èèyàn lọ ṣe exercise ni láti fi reduce tummy wọn èyí kàn jẹjẹ fún jẹ wàwárí kun wọn ikùn á máa ti kùn báyìí á máa ti kùn òṣì wọ́n máa ti kùn kò sí. Àníṣe máa ń pìtì wọn nígbà tí mo lọlé máa ń wò wọn bá wọn máa ń rò pé ẹ̀ka kan gbogbo náà wò mí náà gbogbo àtàjọ lọ sí school Abẹ́òkúta grammar school 1995 set. Àwọn tó wá ní táṣẹ ẹni sùn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣe ẹ mọ problem tá a ní ṣe láwọn tó ní táṣẹrẹ díẹ̀ tó máa ń rò pé àwọn big boys na yes you can make, don't get me wrong, you can make money in Nigeria but it will only take one day for that whole business to collapse. One day péré ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan send message sí mi lẹ́nu ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wọ́n ṣe farm I'm talking about massive farm tó ń ṣe kòkó tó ń ṣe obì ẹ máa wọn long project àwọn farming ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe àwọn crop tó yẹ pé bí àgbàdo tó máa tètè wù ẹ máa wọn long project crop wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé bulldozer lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí destroy ẹ̀.
Wọ́n ti ṣe fèmí rí.
Wọ́n
ṣe fèmí rí wọ́n tẹ́tì mi èmi ló yẹ kí n jẹ́ ambassador lórúkọ employee kìíní tó ń sponsor premiership yìí England tó ń sponsor FA Cup. Kí lórúkọ product yìí nígbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ́tì mi àwọn Nigerian politician yìí wọ́n dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tẹ́tì ṣẹ́rí ìkọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ ní fẹ́ kọ̀ wọ́n yẹn máa mọ̀ Nàìjíríà ní pé ṣẹ́rí ọ̀pẹ́pẹ́ yìí àwọn politician wa yẹn ìkọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ náà fi ń deceive wa oúnjẹ ṣẹ́ni tó jẹ bá ti tọ́nú ṣe níbẹ̀ ṣe wà ní mélòó là ń jẹ lóúnjẹ.
Oúnjẹ yẹn náà ni.
téèyàn bá jẹun tó ẹ wò tẹ́gbẹ́ bá ń pa yín ẹ̀ ní sùn ọ̀hún ẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Then you are right, Mr. Mike Caro. Big tummy, sign of kidney and liver problem. Bọ́sẹ̀ máa máa rí kò gbàtẹ́ pé oríṣiríṣi ó kàn jẹun káàkiri. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn búkà tó ti ń jẹun yẹn. Wàláì mo sọ sẹ́ pé tá a bá gbé proper health service health and safety lọ sí gbogbo àwọn búkà yẹn. Ìmíì ó láti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ni. Láwọn plate tẹ fi ń jẹun yẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ fáwọn plate tẹ fi ń jẹ tọkọ̀ ṣọwọ́wọ́ púrúrú wọ́n ti fa. But those same shop tí system bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n máa gba ṣọ́ọ̀pù gidi àwọn èèyàn wọlé wà jẹun tí kankan bá ṣe é tó bá sick wá sùn wọn.
àní bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sì ṣé mọ̀kọ́ tí mò ń ṣe ń bì ní tí mo fi ń live gàrí ni mò ń ṣe níbí tí mo lè fi ń live ọmọ ìlú ìlú ṣe gàrí. ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ tá à ń jẹ ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà mo mú wa iṣu sì ló ní pé kí lọ kó wa ó mú pín síbi.
Ṣé mo kọ́rọ̀ tẹ sọ yìí ní Serbia máa sì show video yẹn during this program it might be a long one you need to prepare fún bí i 4 hours ní àmàjọ jókòó báyìí títí tílẹ̀ máa fi mọ́. Ṣé mo pé ní Serbia more people are buying farmland and ṣẹwárí nítorí wá tí kù mí ní Serbia yẹn ni pé this is some of this country that just came out from Soviet Union and people are relocating there as an expatriate àwọn tó bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà ní Canada tó ń wá àwọn olùtọ́kọ̀ lọ ṣeré lọ wọ́n lè lọ gbé níbẹ̀ permanent. How many Nigerians gan ló padà lọ́lé? How many Nigerians are going back home to relocate after finishing their services of what they've done outside the country to go back and retire? Do you know what it means? Arúgbó tó fẹ́ lọ retire in their 70s ẹni tó bá ti ń pé 60 bọ́dì yìí máa ní àwọn kankan tó láti máa tọ́jú normal nìyẹn. Bọ̀ ṣé tí àgbàlagbà bá lọ sí hospital ǹjẹ́ ó máa rí treatment yẹn?
Níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí níbo ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí níbo ni bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ìyọ̀kan ní Koiki no be only plate hygiene. What about the chemical they use in cooking the food? Those Maggi they use is killing us. So many things.
Yes, a lot. Ẹ̀kọ́ rẹ̀ yóò tó máa sùn lálẹ́ tó máa jí láàárọ̀ ó ti kú. Wọ́n á sọ wípé ẹgbẹ́ àjẹpọ̀ ló pa.
Bí bàtí máa yẹ kó sọ náà ní sílẹ̀.
Ti bá rìn.
Blame everything on witchcraft.
Alẹ́ ni máa ń jáde níbi. Ìyàwó máa sọ fún mi pé báwo máa ní jáde láti ẹ̀kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní wò iná wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kájẹ́ kan fò wá máa rí kó wá fò mí àárì kájẹ́ wá fò wá máa láyé ẹ̀. Ajẹ́ everybody rìn torí kíni torí traffic busy time ní dé.
Okay, one mom see me ní pé Serbia used to be part of Yugoslavia. Thank you for the correction. It's not part of part of Yugoslavia. I should go on mom see. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So màmá nìyẹn. So
ìyá ẹ̀ ti tra àwọn ìyá tó gbádùn nìyẹn 23 countries around the world èmi gan mo ti lọ sí more than 4 countries láyé yìí. When they were travelling was when we say the country was okay. Kótó Babangida tó wá ń jáde ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kinní kan Babangida lẹ ká forí ẹ̀ bẹ́ ògùn ká fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ gan ká dà sí gbogbo lẹ́lẹ̀.
Ìkọ̀ ọ̀gọ́nà náà ni ọjọ́ ọ̀nà tó ń máa lọ bá náà ní ẹ̀ta lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kí lè fẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ tó ń sọ ní ọjọ́ pé òun proud of that man. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kan sọ fún màá yẹn Mr. Koiki mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan ẹjọ́ tó lọ. Ṣé ẹ rí ẹjọ́ ẹni tó bá mọ World TV yẹn ẹ bá wa sọ fún un. Ìwọ pé wọn picture tó máa ń lò fún bàbá World TV àbí kí ló máa ń pè é program yẹn.
Yeah, moment tó wà behind there.
Ẹ bá wa sọ fún un ìpè picture tó máa ń lò fún lórí bàbá Koiki yẹn.
Bàbá Àgbòho.
Lórí bàbá Àgbòho yẹn.
He's working very hard, but we will try and tell him that. I'm sure you probably listen to this as well. I can imagine.
Ìbànújẹ́ ọgbọ́n jọ̀ǹtòrò lọ́wọ́ àtẹ̀yìn àmọ́ bóun náà ti gbọ́dọ̀ jọ. Kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó bá ń rí báyìí ìyẹn ló máa ń jẹ́ ẹjọ́.
No problem, sir. Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Ìgbòho ń ṣèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣá. Ó ní ìfẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó mu nígbàyà báyìí ebi mi gbé pẹ̀lú wọn mọ̀. Confirm ni mo ń sọ fún yín. Kò ṣe pé torí pé àbí anything confirm ni mo ń sọ. Ó dúró tán ni.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lásán lecture ló ń jẹ́ ní ẹ̀wù mẹ́rin gbogbo kan lójú ni nígbà tí gbogbo kíní yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ti para hospital. Pẹ̀lú èjì mi yóò gbọ́ gidi mi ń rò. Mi pẹ̀lú tẹ́sí ìkọ́ mi fẹ́ máa wo program because mi ìfẹ́ ní picture bá gbogbo máa pé wọ́n káwọ́ ẹsẹ̀ yìí àwọn sọ́ṣì ìmọ̀lára mi ìfẹ́ rárá. Mi ìfẹ́ máa gbọ́ mo kàn máa wò pé kí ni oníṣòwò ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Mẹ̀sáyà àti ilé ayé ti wá lé ètò ta everybody jí lélẹ́yìí àyà kì ó dẹ̀ jáde ó mọ owó wọn.
àníṣe àṣà Thursday tí mo dé Ìbàdàn tá à ń lọ sí Ìgbọ̀ngàn níjọ́ Friday àṣù títí di 2 ó dẹ̀ fi yé mi pé coordinator ọ̀la à ń lọ mo tún wò pé pé iṣẹ́ máa confam ẹ mọ pressure tó wá láti all over the world ni kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà nìkan all over the world lọ sọ pé bàbá ẹ má lọ sí gbọ̀ngàn yẹn èmi dẹ̀ lájọ àjọjókòó sínú mọ́tò ní tàbí débẹ̀ mú.
talk and do wọ́n pè ní everybody talk and do.
wọ́n ní ẹ̀wọ̀n ó máa ń sọ ó ní nǹkan lòun lágbára ó ní Ọlọ́run ló ní agbára lọ́wọ́ so Ọlọ́run tó lágbára yẹn òun ni ká filẹ̀ fún Ọlọ́run náà ló máa bá wa yọ kúrò níbi tó wà.
kágbá Yorùbá lè sọ wa ìṣe lecturer ní láyé ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń sọ lecturer ni bàbá.
ẹja tó fẹ́
ìjọ tó define pé tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan wípé ẹ̀wọ̀n ìgbà ìjẹ́jídé ibẹ̀ wọ́n yìnbọn fún wèrè ọ̀ṣẹ́ kìíní ìkọ̀gbà tó máa sún fún wèrè oníkọjá lára wọn oníkọ̀kọ̀ lára bọ̀ ẹ̀rú bá everybody jẹ́ ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń súnmọ́ra pọ́ náà ni kílẹ̀ ọdún fẹ́ bàbá ò lè gbéra bẹ́ẹ̀. then number 2 ṣe rí bá ọkọ̀ bàbá kan ní bàbá Aliu mi ìmọ̀ bí ẹ máa ní
Dr. Aliu
náà is a lecturer.
àgbàlagbà oyè nìyẹn from next year we start bringing him on Koiki as well àgbàlagbà oyè. Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing him from next year.
program kan pẹ̀lú woman kan ó fọ́ everything one sọ
Dr. Aliu
sẹ́dẹ̀ sí gbọ́n ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
ṣẹ́rí mi táwọn èèyàn understand ni pé I need láti máa break numbers yẹn down olúkálukú ló dẹ̀ ní field ẹ̀ èrò èmi nísìn field tèmi kọ́ ni ṣẹ́rí Dr. Aliu ó mọ numbers yẹn láti bá wa pín sí kékèké ó lè bá yé ẹ pé ṣe ìyàn kan sọ fún mi pé mílíkì tó lọ rà ní bíi 2 weeks ago ní 4,000 ó ti di 6,200 2,200 ti gun orí ẹ̀ inflation ni ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ tí rí kankan.
bag of rice tí ìyàwó mi rà ní gbàgbé last 2 weeks ní 26,000 ìgbà tí màá ní kókó lọ rà mí torí pé èèyàn èmi mọ̀ pé ebi ìyá ti jẹ mẹ́rin so mo mọ bọ́ọ̀lù bí ṣe jẹ́ so tẹ bá rẹ ẹlòmíì á dì náà ìyá ẹ̀ torí ibi ìyá ti jẹ mí dáadáa rí so mo mọ bọ́ọ̀lù bí ṣe jẹ́ èmi mọ bọ́ọ̀lù bí ṣe jẹ́ so mo wá láti sọ pé kí àwọn mi lọ rà another bag kó pin fọ́wọ́n èèyàn pẹ̀lú wa fi débẹ̀ ó ti gòkè.
àwọn politician wọ́n dẹ̀ ti hold ẹ̀ sílé so at the end of the day wọ́n ti hold ẹ̀ sílé.
ìtòrí ẹ̀mọ̀ yẹn sọ fún ọmọ yìí pé mo máa sọ fún ọmọ pé ṣẹ́rí January yẹn máa fẹ́ fi pa everybody ọmọ nǹkan tó ṣe wá Mr. Koiki tẹ́bí bá pa yín tẹ́bí bá jẹun yóò ní brain yìí máa ṣiṣẹ́. wàláì ṣé ẹ rí ibi tẹ́bí bá dé bí ìtòrò tó máa sọ tẹ́bí bá dé àpá àárọ̀ tẹ́bí bá dé ẹsẹ̀ àárọ̀ àdì tí ò gbọ́ yàgò ẹni ibi pa òfẹ́ wàhálà. tẹ́bí bá pa èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ sọ so ẹ wo Yorùbá pátápátá pé wọn ò mọ Yorùbá nation owó program kan máa kọ́lé ní bí ẹ bá ti kọ́ máa kọ́ ẹsẹ̀ mọ̀ lè sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí ṣé ìbílí kan China Yorùbá wa wọ́n ti fi sínú kọ̀ǹpútà.
mo ti rí fídíò yẹn mo ti post ẹ tó ń fi sínú ó ti wà nínú bí keyboard.
so àwọn kan wá sọ wípé olórí burúkú kan wá sọ wípé báyìí pé.
it's just a matter of time it's just a matter of time awareness wa ni kò ní stop a máa increase volume so that we can get the message out as quickly as possible and stop our people from believing in all these what they call themselves politicians. So ẹ ká máa continue tó yẹn lọ torí àsìkò. So I will from the new year. From the new year we start bringing in as well. Yeah, we start bringing in.
Àwọn tó lọ́pọlọ lórí gan nígbà tó ń break everybody everybody máa mọ̀ pé òun ní pásítọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ òun take.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ ṣe lọ ẹ máa bí tó lọ.
Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó pè tán bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí gbogbo yín pé àkópalẹ̀ náà ọdún màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti pè jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ bá bishop ní dáadáa sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìlú Èkó torí àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà because of the battery and everything. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò alàgbà wa.
Ẹ ló kọ́ ìké.
Bàbá àgbà.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
Ó ga.
Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà? Àánú mi ṣe gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, inflation. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o.
mo nígbà tí mo wá sórí program ní nígbà síbàdàn nígbà sí ilé chief. Mo rántí pé mo ṣàlàyé everything tí mo ṣe close our microfinance mo set up.
Mo rántí, yes.
Within 6 months, báńkì yọ 299,600 and something kobo.
Mo rántí.
From just 1.5 loan transaction. Èló ni interest tá fi sí orí ẹ̀. Èló lójú owó wọn ò fẹ́ mọ̀. Now, nígbà tí Emefiele tí ó dé orí oyè tó fi jẹ CBN kìíní, nígbà tó wà ní Zenith Bank, the man was doing well. He brought about creativity in Zenith Bank and turned Zenith Bank around. Immediately he stepped to CBN. I don't know. Ṣẹ́rí ní àwọn ẹ má blame àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń tí ló yẹ pé àjẹ́ ni wọ́n pariwo. Àjẹ́ gan ló ń ṣe wọ́n mú àwọn àjẹ́ yẹn. Àwọn àjẹ́ yẹn ló wà ní political post ìlú wọn. Àwọn àjẹ́ àtòṣó tó ń ṣe wọ́n nìyẹn. Àwọn ló ń dìbò fún. Now, when it got to the public, it's like the government public office is set up to be anti-people. The orientation of people in government, it doesn't matter where you come from. Once you just step into that government office, you become
a billionaire.
Against the people.
Yeah. And then you now see somebody like Dino buying bag of rice in multiple. Ẹ mọ ètò wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ẹ mọ ètò ti jí ni. Kí lẹ̀ ń sọ yìí?
Ọ̀ntì tó bá kúrò lórí oyè yẹn lọ́ tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ reasonable.
So gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé yẹn pé ṣe irú tíṣòwò rẹ̀ sọ pé revolution. Yes, n tó ń sọ yẹn náà. It's still the same line because the poverty yẹn ọ̀ntì táwọn kan bá lọ taba yọ́nkì wọn kúrò lọ́nà. Tá a bá yọ́nkì wọn, Yorùbá nation gan máa difficult fún wa.
A lè gbádùn tí wọn bá lọ ṣẹ́rí máa ní ti kọ́kọ́ sọ ìdí àgbọn. Ó ní kán pa òun, kán pa gbogbo wọn. Ó ní nígbà yẹn ni a máa gbádùn. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n pè kókó wá sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n tètè pa fúnra wọn. Ṣẹ́rí bẹ́yẹn. This set of leaders or babas, they are terrible generation.
Very terrible.
They kill themselves, kill their successors. Àwọn ọ̀gá tó wà níwájú wọn pa wọ́n. Tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo kú tó ṣe ń gbà wọ́n pa gbogbo àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n gbàjọba wọ́n tún para wọn. These are terrible set of generation. Wọ́n padà wọn nígbà tó tún yá wọ́n jẹ ayé wọn wọ́n tún jẹ ayé àwọn ohun tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn wọ́n tún wá ń jẹ ayé àwọn ọmọ tó tún kù. Náà àwọn ìran tí wọn ò tún wá rí wọ́n tún wá ń fún wọn yáwó sílẹ̀. Ọ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ. We don't need to have mercy on these people. We don't need to have mercy on them. Now, it will explain the cause of the poverty, how and inflation, how it will continue to increase and increase. The Emefiele give order that 2.5% stamp duty should be deducted from every bank account. And it should be based on inflow. This is stealing. Ìdí tí àwọn banks ìdí tó ń dẹ̀ ṣe kinní yẹn is because àwọn náà ń jí owó mẹ́. If not, bankers ló yẹ kó rise against the policy. But àwọn náà ń jí owó mẹ́. Kò wá sí industrial or marketing association kan tó máa realize kinní yẹn to sue them. Until when that happens, ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Every inflow, it means either the loan that comes into your bank account after a free gift money that comes to your bank account, either a profit or capital, whatever just enter your banks, 2.5% of it is
gone
deducted and sent to CBN.
Automatic.
Now in Nigeria, if common 1,000, they can send you say your 50 or 100 naira. They send the whole thing in Nigeria. Go here, go back. Only I got to tell complain for me recently. Oh no, send you want to your owó òun tó ń send wọ́n charge òun kó òun send owó.
Wọ́n charge ẹni tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ náà ó dọ̀nà méjì ó ti dọ̀nà méjì.
Now ìyẹn ò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú at the end of the month báńkì gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá máa charge ẹ ní owó SMS owó gbogbo ẹ̀ gbogbo tí bí kan charge wọn ní kì í ṣàwọn ló gbà central bank ló gbà. Now can you determine the population of Nigeria 20 point how many million? Kájẹ̀ sọ pé half of us ló ní bank account kájẹ̀ half of the 20.5 million. Ẹ mọ kájẹ̀ ní 50 naira ni wọ́n ń jà lórí ẹnìkan kan per day. Ẹ mọye millions tí federal government kó from bank alone every day. Then wọ́n tún lọ ń yáwó wọ́n tún ní kò sówó náà. In fact, I'm confused. And this is the reason of poverty and inflation because gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní companies gbogbo cost of production wọn bó ṣe ń wọnú bank ni wọ́n ń já owó. Èrè tọ́rọ̀ pa wọ́n ń jẹ kó tó di pé end of the month pé wọ́n wo capital wọ́n tún wo èrè wọ́n ti di pé gbogbo èrè ti lọ. So wọ́n wò ó pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn láti increase in price. Wọ́n tún increase in price. Tọ́kọ bá tún increase in price. Bí owó ṣe tún pọ̀ tó tún pa owó tó ṣe tún wọnú bank account bẹ́ẹ̀ tún ni wọ́n ṣe tún máa charge kó èrè yẹn lọ because the thing is based on inflow. The more the money, the more government makes the money. So it doesn't matter how many you increase the price. So far the money is coming to bank account. The government is taking more money, so the people is becoming more poorer. The company is not making any profit the more, and prices and inflation keep increasing.
As at yesterday, Bishop,
wicked policy.
Ghana economy grows by 6.6% in the Q3 2021, faster than Nigeria 4.3%.
Nigeria is building on lies. Yesterday, I saw on a poster newspaper, government has declared free transportation for Nigerians. I just laugh. I said, people in the diaspora will see this and they say the government is trying. I said, these people are just fooling. Nigeria government did not have transport system. Nigeria government did not have transportation. Every transportation in Nigeria is private owners. Koiki, you came to Nigeria now.
Yeah.
Public transport to government will lower. They
They
are all private.
Yellow should make life difficult for one. Thank you very much, Jimmy Toriola.
So
I'm coming down. Yeah.
So you did not have properties or you did not have a vehicle, how will you declare free transportation for citizens? Ṣọfẹ́ fún àwọn tó ní mọ́tò ní owó ní kó máa gbáwé èèyàn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. These are just lies. Lies.
A lot of Nigerians believe that. Anyway.
And they will be talking about their building infrastructure. They will be showing you buildings or building without equipment. They are just death traps. You carry yourself to government hospital, you go there to die. Only video kan tí channel show recently ní ìjẹta tó ní pé man kan ó gbé màmá ẹ̀ lọ sí hospital níbẹ̀. Ẹni yẹn ó ti fẹ́ wọ coma ó wà desperate. Èèyàn bí hospital tó yẹ kó tètè gba èèyàn ẹ wọlé. Wọ́n ń béèrè cock and bull story lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Orí guy yẹn tó ó mọ kan tó ṣe. Ó wọ́ màmá ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ kúrò nínú mọ́tò yẹn. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe bí wèrè. Ó ya gbogbo aṣọ àwọn nurse doctor gbogbo wọ́n sá kúrò mẹ́. Ó wọ́ màmá ẹ̀ sínú hospital fúnra rẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Ẹ̀ ń ṣí èrè. I mean, this is madness. All the system is a deceit and it needs to fall. We don't need to watch it fall. We need to fall it.
And it must fall.
And build it. And build what we want.
It must fall, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much. Thank you very much, my brother Jimmy Toriola. It's been a while, but I've been following you as well on our WhatsApp platform. It says, thank you for the super chat. Use Kuda Bank. It is easy to open from diaspora or Nigeria. So let's continue, and then we're going to take more calls. I'm going to go back again to US, where we've missed a couple of calls as well. We're discussing again tonight, as usual, why is British citizen having this about mute background there, mute background. Why is our British live standard life, whereas Nigerians tí wọ́n fún ní 1914 amalgamation ò lè ra adìyẹ sílé? Ǹjẹ́ owó náà béèrè ìbéèrè yẹn? Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìyá wa.
Thank you, Koiki. How are you doing?
As you can see, as usual, fire on. The movement continue. Thank you very much, my brother. You're welcome.
I'm sure you know.
I remember. Yeah, I know you.
You know
I know. Yeah,
know my number.
Go ahead. Yes.
Interview sometime last year.
I remember.
Now, Koiki, I just want to explain a few things to you.
Go ahead, ma'am.
And what is that Nigerians all of us may end up, all of them, they end up in the grave before they realize what this government represents. They may end up in grave. I mean, 70 to 80% of Nigeria may end up in grave
before they realize.
Do you know now, apart from all the atrocities that are being committed, the corruption, the killings, the sacking of individuals, the farming, economic stagnations in the southern part of Nigeria, the Christians are being killed,
massacre
all over the place, unnecessary arrests. Buhari is actually implementing the decree 4 that he enacted in 1984. If you go to that decree, you will see that everything is happening now is what Buhari intended to do in 1984. But he was stopped by his colleagues who overthrew him. Now, if you go to decree 4, I went to decree 4. I don't know, I can't remember. Sometime this year, I put it on the internet. Everything Buhari is doing is all in decree 4. Unnecessary arrests. Now, tell me, why should anybody arrest Omodi Koko? What did they do? Why should somebody arrest an artist who expresses himself through songs? What did he do? Did anybody see AK-47 or 48 or 49 in his hand?
No.
Okay. Fulani herdsmen, Fulani militants who are carrying AK-47 and 48 and 49. Fulani militants and Fulani herdsmen that have helicopters drop off arms and ammunition for them. Fulani herdsmen and Fulani militants that have motorcycles, thousands bought for them, imported and distributed, and they are on killing spread. Somebody hijacked students from the university and made a video, and in that video, he threatened the whole students to kill them one by one if their parents did not bring ransom. Tell me that the government of Nigeria DSS, that the government of Nigeria Intelligence Agency could not pinpoint where those kidnappers were. Those Fulani militants and Fulani herdsmen, and they are not doing nothing. Omodi Koko is Tony Igboho is being arrested. Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon. Now let me tell you, those who play and eat lunch with lion, they will be the next meal. Including all the evil politicians,
everyone
all the Yoruba politicians, all the agents of the people, Igbo's, all the Obas in Yoruba land who eat with this devil, they will be the next meal. But the only thing I want to tell you is that keep up with the truth.
Thank you very much.
It might look that nobody is listening to you. People are actually listening to you.
Thank you.
And one day, revolution will start spontaneously.
There's no doubt about it.
We are pushed to the wall.
It's just a matter of time.
When you have nowhere else to go, revolution will start.
Definitely, there's no doubt.
In 1996, Ferdinand Marcos ruled Philippines for 20 years, and he ruled them with iron fists. Nobody could talk. Nobody could say something. The only man that wanted to challenge him, he wanted to kill him, he ran away. Now, when he decided that enough is enough, he came back and he was killed at the Tarmac Hospital, Tarmac Airport. The people of Philippines rose up in 1956, and they were all on the streets. That protest was championed by the Roman Catholics, the Bishop of Manila, and all the bishops. That's why the Christian people, our Christian pastors, they think they are doing the best. I'm assuring you, one day will be one day.
Thank you very much, and all hail our brothers and sisters from the Biafra side. Let me just quickly go through the constitution that you have. For those that are listening to us, as I'm going to be reading these, start asking yourself, which part of this fake country called Nigeria, based on what I'm going to read to you now. I'm just waiting for my Instagram that has just completed it because it's 40 minutes, and then we're going to start quickly. So let me just start that back. Christmas presents. So, and then so that nobody's missing out. Once again, a very good evening. And the topic again tonight, if you look at the topic very well, 1914 amalgamation have given Nigerians no good life. Whether it's your constitution, whether it's your healthcare, your welfare, I'm talking about the 1914 amalgamation. But on the reverse, here in UK, even those of us that were not born here, came here, we are given a standard. Do you understand what it means? People that came here, one way or the other, for schooling, migrated, whatever the reason you left Nigeria, we are now living a standard life. Standard. Basic life. What do we mean by basic life? Where I can come into my kitchen and I can think of, okay, I'm going to have something. Do I want to fry egg? The egg is available. I have the bread. If I open my fridge, basic thing, standard. This is somebody that left Nigeria, some 23 years ago. Let me put it back to the full screen. I want you to look at it. I have left Nigeria 23 years ago. This country gave us the amalgamation. But because I am living here, I am given the opportunity to have a standard life, to look after myself and my loved ones. But you have been given the 1914 amalgamation, people will say, but the Yoruba people are not the one still controlling us. It is our people, just like Mayegun wants to say as well. It is the Yoruba people. You saw Fayemi and Wike debating, arguing, fix road, you fix road. The people will never fix road, that you allow you to bring all this produce out of your farm. Fayemi should just say, Wike, thank you very much for reminding me. I'm going to make sure that they start that project so that the farmers can get their food stuff out of Ekiti, straight into Ondo, straight into the southeast and sell. But it's the reverse. Every food stuff, we are waiting for the northern part of the country. But to come back to the reality, because this is the reality of what 1914 has given me in reverse. Do you know what I mean? Tiba Washo is so did the same reverse. Show ye yin kan tí mò ń sọ. Show 1914 amalgamation. Kò favor wọn nílé, but ó favor èmi níta. Èmi tèmi wà níta. Show ye make sense. We're expecting the 1914 to favor you in Nigeria because that is where all the produce are. But it is not favoring you based on the constitution that we're going to look at now, based on the welfare, the security, everything that you can think of. But in the other way out, after 2 decades living here, 40 plus, Mulafani, to go into my kitchen and say, okay, I'm going to drink something. I'm thirsty. I can go into the kitchen. Oh, I have a slight headache. I don't need to call the emergency because I know the importance of calling the emergency. I want them to use my time, the time that I'm going to call 999. I want that call because every call to them is important as long as you have made that call. But it's just a normal headache. All I have to do is just then come up here, right here. And then, because I've been told that as long as it's not anything major, emergency, I can come here and then, knowing that this ibuprofen is not fake, as it is in Nigeria. Forget about whoever is bringing the fake, whether it's the Yoruba people, the Igbo people, the Hausa people. If the country was working, we could have been able to detect it. But all they've done for 61 years, and if I think that I need to booster my body immune, imagine I have 2 brand new vitamin C only, but already we have 1 here that I normally use, and I'm going to take it now because it is very, very important for the kind of job that I do. So what I'm going to do now on the live transmission, right? I don't need to call the NHS. I already have it. I can afford it. It is being bought. Do you understand what it means? So all I have to do now is there. I only need to take, I think, 1. Boom. Right there. Then I lock it back. Right there you can see it's expecting the water. Then I don't need to, some people drink tap water. It's drinkable. So all I have to do, I think we got 1 water already here. So right there, right? This is not a kilomanta for in Nigeria and sachet water. That you do not know the standard. Chori wotolojeun ni buka owatuwa lora pure water. That pure water will kill you because it's got virus inside. If the country was working, we can still sell that same pure water, but in a standard way that will not kill the next person. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to put water inside. And then I'll just leave it to dissolve. Sorry, put in dissolve. Vitamin C is good. The purpose of vitamin C. This is the kind of life that we want for you. But you don't want this kind of life. Right? Sorry. So by the time it's ready, I'm going to drink it. That means I've taken vitamin C. And also, the children have their own. They can take it. Multivitamins. Ìwọ nísìn tó bá sick, tọ́mọ ẹ bá sick tó ní slight headache, nílé ní wákàtí. The time now in Nigeria is 1 a.m. I can bet my life if only God saved that child, if he doesn't die before morning, because your general hospital is not available. All those money that should have been used to invest in that healthcare sector within your locality is with Fayoshe, is with all these stupid politicians, Kashamu, Guruji, Kinikon. And we are telling you, we can retract it. It's the 1914 amalgamation. Oh, no, that Google problem is there. So it's ready now. I don't need to know MP. I don't need to know my councillor. This is what we are telling you. In time, we are paying kuru no Nigeria. Oh yeah, mad country, fake country. Let's return this back. And this one, metani, because everybody keep boosting their immune system. So metali, this the one I put it back there. And you know my Ijebu man, I always love my gari, you know, with my gari Ijebu. The big one talk about Australia, gari. China is now making gari in China. Bring it back to Nigeria, mad country. Let them continue to deceive you. So we're gonna go into that constitution a little bit, and we're gonna take more calls. So we'll return this back. Sorry, Bobo. All these cereal, agbado lo fi ṣe, but because Nigeria does not have industry, and as long as you don't have industry, there will always be wahala. So, sorry, Bobo, inflation tan sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yẹn. When you have industry producing these, ìwọ̀nba làwọn èèyàn máa lọ sí church àti mosque, because ìtẹ̀fín gbàdúrà lójoojúmọ́. Right? ìwọ̀nba ni. You will pray. Oh yes, we need prayer. But it is not for you now to pray, but you don't have no job. But you now go on the social media. You are waiting for somebody that you can just go and speak to from behind the scene. If a welfare system package is there, we know that some of you cannot work. We will provide for you. It will be available. But in Nigeria of today, how many people have that system provided for? Let's look at your constitution, the fake one that everyone is working with in that messed up country. Let me read part of it quickly, then we take more calls. Fundamental objectives and directive principle of the state policy. I think I'm looking for, I saw something I just want to read out. Chapter 1. Let's go to fundamental human rights. Do you think you have fundamental human rights in Nigeria? Ìbéèrè ni o. Do you have fundamental human rights in Nigeria? If you have it, you can tell me. Do you have fundamental human rights in that contraction you call Nigeria? Every person has a right to life. No one shall be deprived intentionally of his life, save in an execution of sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense of which he has been found guilty in Nigeria. A person shall not be regarded as having been deprived of his life in contravention of this section. How many of us have been deprived of our life in Nigeria? Look at the topic again. 1914 have given Nigerians no good life. And this, they're talking about fundamental human rights. Fundamental human right of who? Is it the northern part of the country, the southeast, the middle belt, or the southwest? Let's continue. If he dies, Emagbo, as a result of these, of the use of to such extent and in such circumstances as are permitted by law, of such force as is reasonably necessary for the defense of any person from unlawful violence or the defense of property. They went to IGBOHO's house, damaged, killed his properties. They went to Nnamdi Kanu's house September 2017, wanted to kill him. They went to Showore, they wanted to kill him. How many of us are still believing that this is a fundamental human right for Nigeria? I live here for 2 decades and I have fundamental rights. Do you understand what that means? I want to be 1914 lè wà lọ́wọ́ èmi ní fundamental right níbí báyìí, but ibi tó ti fẹ́ yìí ní that amalgamation, you don't have fundamental rights. Because if we have fundamental rights, it is our right to demand for self-determination. We're not demanding that we have to take guns. We're not using guns. We're not using ammunition. But we have some element of terrorists operating with impunity. Let's go straight quickly and show us, some of the damages that these bastards have done. Right? Let's come here. I'm going to show you. Just in human lives and property alike has been designated home of peace into bleeding state with no respite to view. So this is daily explosive unleashed on human lives. Let's read this article quickly. You might say it's not coming to you. It's just a matter of time. Do you know what this Emotowanle? I told you yesterday, this is a mortar bomb. Let me show you what it looks like. I showed you the image yesterday. You think I was joking? This is what terrorists are using now. Did you see that? Did you see that? I hope you are listening. I hope you are following this in details. Do you know why? Nítorí pé 1914 amalgamation of us being put together with people that do not want us to protect ourselves against a better life. What is better life? If somebody say a better life, what do we mean by better life? Is it when you have all the money in this world is a better life? Let's come back to that constitution. What do we understand by better life? The line is still open. Anyone can call in. It's an interactive platform. It's 5 minutes past. And right here in UK, we say Merry Christmas to every one of us on the platform. It's already Saturday, December 25th. Plus 447594050979. Plus 44. The number, for those of you that are always asking my number, you can always see it scrolling on the bottom of this broadcast. What do we understand by a better life? If somebody say, not the better life, where they tell us, that sometimes they did an advert in Nigeria, better life, all these 419 programs, remind me some of those programs, structural adjustment program, just like this girl. Remember, let me remind you, maybe you forgot. I have some of the videos. Like I always say, we will remind you those videos again and again and again. This is what she was told. This is what this beautiful sister was told, like millions of you. Again, remember, NSAS, no fundamental human right. They went there with guns, raising the Nigerian flag, they killed them, the government denied it. Let's hear this.
Our story, the story of the Nigerian. As a child, I was told I was lucky to be born in Nigeria. I was told that my land flowed with milk and honey and that we were the giants of Africa. I was told that we represented the black race and that my country was on the path to greatness. Some of my schools had doors, windows, and some tables, while some had no doors, no windows, no tables, and no form of electricity. I could hardly hear my teachers over the theme of Lagos generator. I was promised books that never came and taught by those who themselves needed teaching. This was my foundation. I started life disadvantaged through no fault of mine. My parents made me promises based on the promise.
Did you see that? I'm going to come back to that video. Let's again come back. Do you think she had a fundamental right in Nigeria? What is life? Kí ló ń pè ní life? I want anybody to call and ask me or tell us. Kí ló ń pè ní life? Is it when you have billions of naira? Or I can just leave my house now at 12:30. It's Christmas time here. That means transportation start going quietly. By 4 o'clock, latest 6 o'clock, I'm going to show you outside. There will not be me. But as I leave my house now, right, my fundamental right must not be disrespected by any police as long as I've not committed any crime. I must not leave my house and not come back because the government of this country must provide me that adequate security. I must make sure that even if I don't have the means to feed myself, the government of this country must kick in. Do you know what I mean? Kick in. Like kick to make sure that they rescue and support me, so that I cannot think of that young man that went to Third Mainland Bridge and decided that he was doing what they call flimsy swimming pool, knowing that there's no rescue at the bottom. If this was abroad, while they were talking to the guy, they would have had people at the bottom of that water waiting for him to drop down. Do you think that guy life is not matter? To affected is less than 100,000, but you have the politicians that have locked you in, just as this girl was told that her life will be better.
This is the government made to them. I was told that blackouts will soon be a thing of the past. I was told that water was...
Right there, I'm just here reading my comment from my cousin, Walata. 20 minutes past midnight. He's still driving down to Oxford. Maybe another 30 minutes before he arrived there. He must be protected. No kidnapper must kidnap him. I must not be able to pay ransom for Walata to be kidnapped and they call me in the morning. Do you understand what that means? And when those call comes in, that shit old country cannot monitor the calls. Do you understand what that means? Criminals are making conversation with you on a daily basis. One by sorrow, one but the government cannot trace the line. But if it's a Yahoo, they will trace the line because the government wants to collect back from that same corrupt money that both the Yahoo. I watched a video. I posted it on our timeline. The guy went to GT Bank in Abuja. I think that video was in Abuja. Collected the money, withdrew the money, gave it to the police officer, went back to the car. They probably did not even search the car. But as Walata is driving to Oxford, nobody must kidnap him for me to be paying ransom in pound sterling for him. Do you have right in Nigeria? In the only right on a Christmas day, so many homes, they are waiting for Ibolotin Shele, Iboloti Pamalu. Elomi, Ero Palapatani. Ẹ máa monitor gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ládùúgbò yín nísìn, gbogbo èèyàn ti dá lápàtà kó lè bá rí ẹran kékeré mú lọlé. Ìsọ́ ti lọlé nísìn, ó sì máa ṣàgbèrè tílẹ̀ máa fi mọ́ kó lè bá gba 10,000 lọ́wọ́ aláàjì yẹn, lọ́wọ́ bàbá yẹn kó tó di pé ó máa lọlé kó wá ra wóróbo lóṣòdì ní Mùṣín lẹ́kìtì lọ́ṣùn ní Kwara ní Kogi ìrọ̀ láti fi dáná sílé. Òun ní nísìn Walata àbí wọ́n náà jẹ pepper soup bá gba bíbá kọjá nìyẹn. Every homes all over United Kingdom that is divided into Scotland, England, Wales, the same people that gave us amalgamation. Every home, even if you don't have the means, the government already kicked in. But this girl, just as millions of Nigerians, I pity all the youth. You are not interested in what we are discussing. I am not going to be the one to suffer. I have enough here. Instagram. You think we are the one that have problem? You think I am the one that wants to start the war in Nigeria? When mortar bombs, do you understand what mortar bomb is? Mortar bomb in this length. The video I might be on Instagram, I cannot show you. But I already showed those that are here watching us. Okay, let me turn the camera around. So that so let me turn my camera and flip it around. This is mortar bomb. And this is what the Boko Haram, the terrorists, used. Do you know how many children died here? Let me read this quickly. The notion of the bleeding state first came to the fore between 1855 and 1859, when Kasma engaged in the violent guerrilla war between pro-slavery, anti-slavery forces in an event known as the Bleeding Canals. What is Nigerian counter-insurgency goal? How realistic is it? The significant event which shaped American politics had its last major outbreaks, the Maras, the Sydney massacre, in which border ruffians killed the 5 Free State men. In all, approximately 55 people died in the Bleeding Canals, Kansas. I'm sure some of you know what that means. I think something that must have happened in America a long time ago. Let's come to where Nigeria is. However, according to EON's intelligent analysis incident by the region, hear this, between January to November this year alone, Over 1,795 deaths have occurred within 11 months in Borno State alone. Still, the state bleeds with no end in sight. Do you understand what that means? These are human beings, just like you. They love Nigeria. They are not interested in breakup of Nigeria, but Nigeria eventually happened to them. You can see, this is the life that you are living on a daily basis, the fake life. It is just a matter of time. It's coming up to your doorsteps. Like I always say, KOIKIMEDIA bringing the workload. You don't have to agree with us. A lot of people, when they disagree with us, oh, Koiki, I understand your point. I'm Mountain, so kò ṣeé ṣe nísìn ẹnu Yorùbá òkò. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tètè jọ gbára wa kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Ká wá máa jọ bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ nísàlẹ̀. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ ẹnu Yorùbá òkò yẹn, inú ẹ̀ ló máa kú sí. Ibi tó ti ń sọ pé ẹnu Yorùbá òkò, inú ẹ̀ ló máa kú sí. Ṣọmọ mọ́nẹ́tì tó máa pa ẹ́. There are so many, kò ń ṣe oúnjẹ nìkan ló máa ń pààyàn Nàìjíríà. There are so many things that is waiting, that is keep small. One day you just die. Ah no. Àwọn ti fura sí woman tó ṣe move wá sẹ́gbẹ̀lé wa yẹn. Látijọ́ tó ti dé làwọn ọmọ yẹn ti ń sick. Àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ kó lo multivitamins, tó yẹ kó jẹun gidi, tó yẹ kó ṣí fridge, kó jẹ fruit, kó jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀, kó kẹ́kẹ́ máa yọ kó máa ṣe chọ̀kùn. O mọ̀ pé yàlẹ́ ń jẹ. And yet, people still believe in this messed up country called Nigeria. Let's go back to that constitution. Fundamental rights. For the defense of any person from unlawful violence or defense of property, in order to effect a lawful arrest or to prevent the escape of a person lawfully detained, when they came to IGBOHO's house, there was no letter. They came to eliminate him. They came to kill him. They came to kill IGBOHO. Ọlọ́run fún wọn ṣe ni. They wanted to make sure that IGBOHO will not be available again for the Yoruba people. Wọ́n fẹ́ pa ni. But according to the fundamental right here says, oh, we must give effective lawful arrest. Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, rendition from Kenya. Showore has been locked into Abuja. Do you know how many people have died? They will just shoot them. They push them in the bush. And the family are still thinking they are alive. Do you know how many people have died in Nigeria? Whether this government, the previous government, Babangida government regime, during all those regime, even during PDP. Who killed Bola Ige? Who killed Funshaw Williams? Who killed Tolulopa Rotile? Yafela Nikolapo Kuti. Continue to name them. Who killed them? Let's hear more from this beautiful sister.
Coming to my area, I was told that the roads in my neighborhood would soon be tarred. I stood under the sun to thank the governor for using taxpayers' money.
The governor makes road. They commission it. People are excited. The road that they commission, that kidnappers will kidnap you. Everybody's lying. How can a man, a family man, 11 months, cannot afford a basic foodstuff? As many as possible. It doesn't matter whether you eat everything. You just cook it. Let everybody taste, tasty. After 11 months, you are still looking to survive. Yes, the country is a monster. And with so many people that are saying, let's now think about it. Okay, Eniki Yoruba wa ṣe presidency. Yoruba man should come and do it. So Toba She after 8 years. So what is going to happen? Are we going to go back to the same route of this fundamental? What guarantee that a Yoruba man will give you that same right? In this Nigeria I'm talking about. What guarantee? Every individual is entitled to respect for dignity of his person and accordingly. Do you think you have dignity in Nigeria? You that you're watching me, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, whether you are not interested in politics of Nigeria, you are not a member of APC, PDP, do you have dignity in Nigeria? Enjoy dignity. What don't put dignity? Let's see if I can find a video to just align with that. Once again, a very good evening. While we're looking for that video, I'm going to show you Serbia in just about a few minutes now. But let's listen to this while I get the video of dignity. I've found that video. Let's pause this. Do you have dignity in Nigeria? This is a Nigerian. I'm going to pause it and then explain what is happening here. A young Nigerian. Whether he's a 419 man, I don't know. Whether he's a criminal, I don't know. If he was a criminal, his dignity should be at the police station, questioned, interrogated, found guilty, not by the police station, by the competent judicial system in the court of law, given a right to a lawyer. Remember, according to this fake constitution, every individual is entitled to respect for the dignity of his person accordingly. No person in Nigeria shall be subject to torture or to inhumane and degrading treatment. So I'm going to turn the camera here as well for those of you on Instagram so that you can see what I'm reading. And now let's watch this video. This young Nigerian, I don't know whatever his offense was, but intimo monekwe, whatever his offense, even if he's a criminal, his dignity should not be like this. Let's watch this. And this, I'm sure, is a new video. Let's watch it.
That's the guy coming. That's the guy coming out from GT Bank. This is GT Bank. GT Bank at area 11 Sahad. The guy on white.
His dignity is being abused right on the street of Nigeria by the Nigerian police in Abuja, the federal capital city. And you expect me to come and live in Nigeria?
He's on his way back from GT.
Did you see that? He's crossing the road.
He's on his way back from GT.
He has gone to the bank. It's GT.
Nigerian police for you.
Did you hear that?
This is Nigerian police for you.
Did you hear that? His dignity.
This is Nigerian police for you.
His dignity.
This is Nigerian police for you.
Life and direct. His dignity. And this one now will be saying I'm a big boy in Abuja, but his dignity has been disrespected right inside Abuja. Watch it. He's going to hand over the money to them. Did you see that? Yahoo Yahoo country. Oh yeah, you got
giving them the money. That's him giving them the money. Oh my God.
You see? The money is being exchanged right there.
Nigerian police.
Nigerian police. Collect the money.
Oh my God.
So you, that you are saying that I don't have anything to do with the country. I'm just doing my own thing. But your dignity is being disrespected. Merry Christmas to those of you celebrating the Christmas all over the world. That is the dignity. But right now, As my cousin is driving to Oxford, his dignity will never be disrespected as long as his vehicle has gone through the normal procedure that the police wants to see. They will never ask for anything. But this was the country that gave us that amalgamation with all these nasty people, whether they are Yoruba, Igbo, Middle Belt, Fulani, Hausa, and kept every one of us in dungeon. And if you are waiting for America, Abi, a lot of us are waiting for America to come and help us out, to come and solve the problem. I think I have one video that just to remind us whether America is ready to come and do that.
Complete solidarity against this and outrage against what happened in Paris, vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising.
It's not surprising
in Nigeria
what is happening in Nigeria.
It's horrible. I mean,
It's horrible.
complete madness.
Oh yes, it's
Yet
madness.
it's not a priority. The United States,
Do you know what it means? What is happening is madness. It's more than madness. You think the reason why we come on air, more reason to use man biwa? How can a man with children in the house begging for food? The farm is no longer something they can go to. What, they lost a farm? Because the real terrorists are waiting for them to slaughter them and remove the head. We saw it. What Taiwan come last year? Farmers, rice farmers, and they put this head, cut it off, and put it at the back. Is it not horrible? Like you're watching a horror movie. The family of that man, an elite in Lagos, stabbed. Till now, nobody knows where that person that stabbed him is. I was watching a video of the eyewitness of what happened to the 17 children. What? Oh my God. More reason Biwa is because we are saying that your dignity is being disrespected. But we are waiting for America. We are waiting for Great Britain. We are waiting for United Nations, Germany. Tomorrow, I don't want to mix the program. If you tell also a timeline, well, I'm going to just show you the brief. I'm going to do a full program about it, of the step a particular group have done in terms of making sure that the case of Chief Sunday IGBOHO is being heard properly at the United Nations. I'm going to talk about it briefly, but I would love to do a full program without other interference, because this is more like the Christmas Eve program. So therefore, gbogbo àdúgbò ní sísọ ti fi ṣe party báyìí lómi tí ó ti kódà kò bá wọn wọṣọ party ibi tó ti pín ẹran yẹn ló máa lọ jókòó sí. Wọ́n pé ó kọ̀ máa bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ látàárọ̀, á máa bá wọn gbé chair, á máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀, just because he wants something to take back home. Èmi reconfirm ní Ìjẹ̀bú ní party tá lọ some 3 years ago, and I'm sure it's still happening. Àwọn kékèké wọ́n down jẹ lórí table, ìta jẹ̀kù, wọ́n dá gbogbo ẹ̀ múná àmàlà tí rice láì ọ̀run tó bá dé lámà lọ sọ́tẹ̀ out. Dignity disrespected. The dignity is why a wife that should be under the roof of the husband is still somewhere in a motel. Dignity is lost. Thank you very much, Ibukun Ogunfayiti. Mokibu Wenteti Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. TK Babatunde, thank you very much. Adekunle Lekan, thank you very much. We appreciate all of you as well on the Instagram. Dignity has been destroyed. And not 2023 can solve that. It's just too late. Let's finish watching that video.
collaterally could do almost any.
America has everything to help to deal with the problem. Why are they not doing it? They say more.
Thing it needs to do, it would be a long-term effort, but it could be done.
It will be a long-term effort. America will need that manpower, the satellite to turn everything and monitor what is happening in Nigeria, take off all these terrorists and all that. It's going to take some time. Are they ready to do that? Do you think America wants to do that? After how many years? Lolo in Afghanistan. Who can remind us how many years in Afghanistan? Thank you very much, Yok. Murimbe Mamawa Omolola Odusoya. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Happy New Year in advance. If you don't celebrate, it doesn't matter. We have lived piece by piece in harmony. Muslim, Christians, our traditional families. 20 years, thank you very much. After 20 years of billions of dollars in Afghanistan, the terrorist Afghanistan waited for 20 years. They never give up. They were negotiating in Qatar. They were having a lot of meetings with Americans. But when the D-Day came, they told America that it will not go beyond August 31st. Britain left with their Hercules, RAF, and all the soldiers. Every country left. And now Afghanistan is back to the real owner. Do we really want to go back to who we are? Or we still want to be waiting for?
The United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those. So why not? Complete. It's not a priority.
It's not a priority.
We are committed elsewhere in the world.
They are committed elsewhere.
Africa is not a priority. Very stark, very hard to say, but that's the case.
That's the case right now. It's the case right now. Tó bá yá yín, ẹ dìde. Ìtún sọ fún yín nìyẹn. Bọ́gbà tó ń ṣe pé Kóìkì ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó wáyé pé òyìnbó ló ń sọ fún yín lójoojúmọ́ pé ẹ máa para yín, ẹ máa jà, ẹ máa ṣe kinní kan. A lot of people would have known ọmọ CNN ló máa ń sọ yẹn. But it's KOIKIMEDIA. Ààrẹ ní alágbára la fi bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà. Awareness náà làwọn máa ṣe. Àbí? Imagine if it was CNN saying a lot of what I was saying last year. The whole country would have gone upside down. But it's KOIKIMEDIA now. Black man. I think I was a Yoruba man. I'm not an Igbo. Koiki don't sorrow now, so it's in our hands. If truly we want to get out of this messed country, the politicians are going to want to do election, whether we like it or not. Our people are ready to survive, to lick the ass of a the politicians. You know what? It be none. Mad country. Mad country all over the place. Politician. Messed up country. Terrorists operating with impunity. Where's your dignity in Nigeria? Where's that dignity? You think you have dignity? Where's the dignity? Tell me the dignity. Where is it? You don't have any dignity in Nigeria. Your dignity has been stripped of you. But you're all being told that you have dignity. We will go on, like Michael said, they are all preparing their speech. All these shit-hole politicians that have lied for years. 6 years of APC. 16 years of PDP. They will all come back from next year now. They will start doing presentation. They will put on tie. They will put on agbada. And they'll start telling you, Amashina, Sheradugbo yin. Àwọn Olúmọ̀ṣọ́, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀fẹ́. Sọ̀rọ̀ bí amúgbó. Olúmọ̀ṣọ́, ẹ̀yin ti fẹ́. Ìgàrà ẹ̀rẹ́ Tinubu. Àwọn Ìkòròdú, ẹ̀yin ò ṣe dáadáa. And you're all waiting for that. Ẹlòmíì ní sí bó ṣe fẹ́ jágbà lára wọn. Yorùbá nation ló ń ṣe o. Ó tún dúró fún politician tó máa pín owó ládùúgbò ẹ̀. Ó ti mọ àwọn tó máa ń gbówó fún. Ó ti mọ̀ pàlàyé yẹn ló máa ń gbówó fún. Ọmọ Yorùbá nation ni mò ń ṣe lóòótọ́ o. Fìlà yẹn ó yẹ yín nísìn. Àṣìjọwà náà ni o. You are deceiving yourself. Let us do the needful all together and tell them that they are not more than us. Those politicians, I can bet my life. Give me 100 of those politicians. What is Saretomi? 100. Let us calculate all those Yoruba politicians that are giving us the headache, But because we also have some lunatic idiots, mo ráwọn kan tó ń ṣe PDP, tó lè ṣe dáadáa náà ni Mákindé. And I started commenting there. I hope your children have a better school. Ọba ti wọṣọ Mákindé ló máa ṣe. Idiot people. We are talking about a long-term event that might have impact. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí gbogbo bá dàgbà adarúgbó ta lọ. Ìjẹkújẹ tẹ́yìn fẹ́ jẹ nísìn lẹ́ ń wò. Tẹ́ fi ń ṣe pot belly gbé kí wọ́n máa rán kù káàkiri báyìí. You see every one of them bó ṣe ń ṣe kò lélẹ̀. Kidney problem, liver problem, ó ń ṣe gbogbo wọn. Kò sọ hospital lọ sí wọ́n wá lọ sí India ẹ lọ máa gba treatment. Tinubu with all his money could not treat himself in Nigeria. Do you understand what that means? Tí kò ṣe pé mad. Even if it is his money, which we know is not his money. How can it be his money? Let us bring a good auditor to come and audit Tinubu before 2023. Let's get a transparency auditor. An auditor láti wá audit. And if they can tell us that gbogbo tó ń ná yẹn owó ara ẹ̀ ló ń ná, gbogbo entitlement ẹ̀ ló ń ná without any other money. You think we hate him? We don't hate him. He has not done anything for you to call him a leader. Ìwọ rí Boris Johnson kò travel out kò lọ gba treatment ní Germany. Ibẹ̀ ló máa kú sí wọn ní jẹ́ kó padà wọnú ilé mọ́. Tí wàá sọ fún pé kí ló ṣe NHS. Believe in all your media because they have glamour TV, satellite, multiple channels, TVC. You think those ones are real media? Watching the journalist hangout. They've been the same analysis they've been talking about. They bring the video, they bring Burna Boy, they bring whiskey. They can't do Christmas for your party here for your house, and then so what? We are talking about your dignity. What is stripped? What is your dignity? Nobody has dignity anymore. Look at all the students in Nigeria. No dignity. Let's show you Serbia. But before I show you Serbia, like I said, let's show you the good work of a particular group that got in touch with me today. So let's change the screen. Once again, a very good morning, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year in advance. We also have our own culture, which we will continue to protect. You don't have to believe in Christmas. You don't have to believe in their New Year. But those that believe, don't disturb them. Leave them alone. Violation of the fundamental human right and unlawful detention of Chief Sunday IGBOHO call for release, according to the Progressive People of Yoruba Land Worldwide Association to the United Nations. And we can only like to appreciate them. This group, together with their members, put together a fight on behalf of Chief Sunday IGBOHO to United Nations. Violation. The same fundamental human right that we are talking about in that messed up country. Where is it? Now they've taken it to a proper place called United Nations. Not the one in Nigeria. They say no person shall be subject to torture or inhumane or degrading. No person shall be held in slavery. A lot of you in Nigeria living in pure. Well, it's not until you leave Nigeria. In Nigeria, there you are a slave. Slave all over the place. No person shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. Forced labor. So this particular group, known as the Progressive People of Yoruba Land Worldwide, they put together a very powerful message to United Nations. And these are part of what they submitted to United Nations. Court declare Yoruba Nation agitation legal. Says self-determination is a human right. Also award 20 billion naira to IGBOHO against the federal government. Court stopped DSS and the AGF from arresting IGBOHO and blocking his account. These are part of the, case. Evidence. Yes, Lekki massacre can never be forgotten. Dignity now, Sonia. So it's a long one. Let's see where we can pick from. Okay, some of the document also from the case between Chief Sunday IGBOHO and the Attorney General of the Federation, the State Security Service, and the Director State Security Services of your state. So all this was put together by these our very beautiful brothers and sisters to the United Nations. So I'm just trying to get where. Okay. Appeal for freedom of a Yoruba human rights activist detained in Benin Republic. Let me expand it properly. So I'm going to read it out. We have the time. Progressive People of Yoruba Land Worldwide Association in partnership with the United Nations. Appeal for the freedom of a Yoruba human rights activist detained in Benin Republic. With utmost regard for the humane, focused activities of the United Nations and a stable understanding of the need for NGOs such as our association to stay out of pro or anti-government activities, we, the executives of the Progressive People of Yoruba Land Worldwide, an association that caters for the less privileged Yoruba people in the southwest Nigeria, being guided by the Resolution 1296 of the Economic and Social Council, ECOSO, have over several months watched from a distance the maltreatment and abuse again of the human rights method out of one of our illustrious sons, Chief Sunday IGBOHO Adeyemo, who is also a patron of our association, by the deal of the Nigerian and the Benin Republic government, even after confirmation of the fact that he, Sunday IGBOHO, was innocent of any allegation leveled against him by the Nigerian government especially. Chief Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday IGBOHO, fled from the Nigerian government after an attempt was made on his life when his house was raided by a rogue team of the Nigerian DSS and a group of unidentified soldiers who vandalized his property, arrested about 8 of his associates unjustly, who have all been reluctantly released after court orders were passed. And he killed a couple of his associates in an attempt to take his life. He ran into Benin Republic in order to pick a flight to Germany, where people's rights and lives are more valued, since it would most probably be gunned down at the Nigerian airport by the Nigerian operatives. He was, however, detained by the Benin Republic security operatives for committing no crime at all. After much ado about nothing, Chief Sunday IGBOHO is still in the custody of Benin government for a crime no one can point out. Not as lucky as they were killed, 12 others arrested and were only released recently. Chief Sunday IGBOHO is a great hero of the Yoruba indigenous people having helped over 2,000 Yoruba indigenes, and a lot of families count on him for their livelihood. Mr. IGBOHO was able to organize the people of the Yoruba to safeguard their homes, villages, communities against Islamic groups like Boko Haram and bandits, which were rampaging across the Yoruba people. Progressive People of Yoruba Land Worldwide Association has not been able to operate at its premium because of the plight of one of his industrious sons, whose sole purpose is to help the Yorubas everywhere. I write to you because Chief Sunday IGBOHO has been arrested by the government of Benin Republic and is being held for entering their country unlawfully en route to Germany. Our government has attempted to seize the opportunity to extradite him, but thankfully the government of Benin refused. Sunday IGBOHO presently needs some medical attention, which the government of Benin is not providing. I ask you, sir, to look into this matter and see the plight of a man of the people who is being treated like a criminal and terrorist in a country where the real terrorists are rehabilitated and re-injected to the community to continue their atrocity. I beg you to come to the aid of the innocent and help Sunday IGBOHO for truth and justice sake. It is my hope that this letter meets your kind consideration and that we are able to achieve justice. I have attached some publications in regard to this case for your personal I have attached some publication in regard to this case for your pursuer. Thanks. So the director, this was addressed to the director of United Nations House in Switzerland. Violation of fundamental human rights and unlawful detention of Chief Sunday IGBOHO. Call for his release. So this letter was dated on the 23rd of December 2021. It is with deep concern that I write to you to draw your attention to the violation of Sunday IGBOHO human rights by the federal government of Nigeria. This is also an opportunity for those of us that are watching now to start taking this address and start sending letters in your groups as an individual and state the reason. So, that is the address. I want us to all screenshot this particular one. The Director, United Nations House, Palace, the Nation. Let me turn the camera for those of you on Instagram to see the address. That is it right there. You know, I want to do a screenshot now for those of you that are watching us on all the platforms. So that is the address, and it's also on our timeline. I want everybody, to write this address. So as a group, it doesn't matter, as many letters that we start writing them, the more letters, the more merrier. So that, I think, is another angle that we should look into. And this one will go straight to Switzerland, where Switzerland, now Europe, America, the biggest United Nations in the world. No, it is Switzerland, the main head office, from what I'm told and what I know. So those of you watching from all platforms, so that is the address there. And this letter was dated on the 23rd of December, which is about 2 days ago, because today is now Christmas Day. Sunday IGBOHO, also known as Mr. Adeyemo, is a passionate Yoruba activist that has been fighting for the right of the Yoruba people in Nigeria. He supports the idea of equal right for every ethnicity in Nigeria. With Nigeria being a multi-ethnicity country, it is expected that all groups will be equal and represented. However, that is not the case, with one group dominating and enjoying the resources of other regions instead of forcing a union where an ethnicity dominates the other. It is better to break up. He took to his non-violent movement with supporters on a rally. This made him to be achieve national attention on October 2020 when he used Nigeria Independence Day to call for the creation of an independent Yoruba Republic. The Nigerian government have accused Mr. Adeyemo of stockpiling weapons, calling for the breakup of the country, inciting ethnic killings, all without proof. So, in failed attempt to maim or forcefully arrest him in the month of July. An illegal raid ambush was made on his home by the State Security Services, DSS. Sunday Igboho was not available on the said date, but two of his associates were. United Nations. And all these, documents. You can take advantage of this one already on our timeline to also start writing to Switzerland. Let's come back again to the broadcast. It's exactly 12:49, Christmas Day, as we continue to ask, why should Nigerians, if truly is a country that is working, to be suffering, if not because of the 1914 amalgamation? Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. When you look at the country called Nigeria, what they've done for 61 years is analysis. Nigeria can become this. Nigeria can do this. We can do that. We can do that. We will do that. But all that has not done anything for 61 years than pain, sufferness. It go better. Things will be good. Let us continue in that pathway of politics. Some people become billionaire overnight. They don't have no business skills before. They don't have any factory that they've been operating from their generation to the generation. But all of a sudden, they just become boom. So let us all take advantage of writing a letter. It doesn't cost you anything. Kódà o lè kọ lẹ́tà láti Nàìjíríà kó fi sí DHL kó post ẹ̀ á débẹ̀. Imagine gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wo broadcast káàkiri ní gbogbo platforms. If everyone write letter, they will want to know alẹ́ arákùnrin tó ń sọ yìí. And it's very cheap to do that. And I can only hope those of you that love him so much will use the advantage of today that he is not with his family to at least take a pen on your computer, 2 lines, 3 lines, take evidence, put it in an envelope. On the day that the post office is back after Boxing Day, for those of us in UK, wherever you are in the world, go and post that letter. It will get there, and I can assure you they will also give you a confirmation. They will give you a confirmation. Lots of people that they receive your you receive a confirmation. And that kódà gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní group by group ẹ kọ lẹ́tà yẹn lórí group yín, even as a WhatsApp group, and send it to Switzerland. And in the next 1 week, well, from next week, I want to know how many people have done what I've said now. And I'm going to be reminding us. It's good when you come and watch program. But when tabanika ṣe nǹkan ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe, ṣáṣe tweet. Imagine kí Switzerland, United Nations, start receiving posts every day on one man. Thank you very much, Ibokun. Says, I will write my letter to Swiss. We must do that. Kódà ẹ lè lọ wo template táwọn yẹn náà fi kọ tiwọn, ẹ má worry wọ́n ní send orúkọ yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ Nigerian government. Don't be scared. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé náà lè ṣe. Not to talk about every Nigerians that are Yoruba origin should be able to do so. Ẹ fi ti answers náà kún. Ẹ fi gbogbo atrocity tẹ́ bá lè rántí. But the focus point is you want United Nations to now look into not the fundamental right of you in Nigeria, because you don't have it. That is part of what we can do. Èyí tẹ̀ ń béèrè pé kí la tún máa ṣe nísìn? Àwọn tó ṣe léyìí nísìn wọ́n consult me. Alẹ́ ó ti dáná. It was only yesterday I received a call from Germany on that. And this is what we want us to do. Keep the pressure going. Let us not forget him there. Well, I've given you another idea of what we can do, and I'm going to show you the address again. Let's show us the address again for the benefit of those of us that wants to say it properly. Take a screenshot, and I'll probably see if I can write it out as well. So I'm going to change the screen again. So that's it there. That's the address you need. And I'm going to leave it there for a while. You have the line open where you can also add your voice. You can use the same template, but just use your own organization, your own group. And I expect everyone to do so. From YSN, Global Directorate, YOV, we must now write United Nations and be asking why Chief Sunday IGBOHO fundamental human right is still being held in Benin Republic. Muriembe Musba Lawal, Muriembe Babawa Ayalabi, and every one of you watching us from location 9. We must not get tired. And while we are doing that, we must continue to remind our people that we all vaporize. Ṣoré eruku yẹn ó kọ̀ máa lọ. Tá bá ti dá dúró, gbogbo ìyà tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn ó máa lọ. Ebi tẹ́ ń pariwo yẹn ó máa lọ, ó máa dínkù. Ẹ̀pà tí mò ń wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan lélẹ̀. Ẹ̀pà mi lè lé sí ìlú. We want our people to have a better life. So let me now show you Serbia. These were part of Yugoslavia. Ká rántí Àdògán tó kú, ká kó picture wọn sínú ẹ̀. Kò cost wa anything. Pátápátá àwọn tá máa post irú lẹ́tà yẹn from any part of the world. Probably maybe less than £20. Kò lè tó £20. Lè fi £20 gbé lẹ́tà láti post office wa níbí báyìí. Lọ sí Switzerland. Maximum pátápátá bí i £10. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ fi ṣe ní recorded. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe yẹn náà fún Chief Sunday IGBOHO. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe yẹn before the end of the year. We still have 5 more days or 6 days before the end of this year. Tí gbogbo wa bá kọ lẹ́tà within 2 weeks, lẹ́tà yẹn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bombard wọn. Ẹ imagine kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ gbogbo program in your numbers all over the platforms. Kò ń ṣe pé ká kọ́ máa comment kan nísìnyí la fẹ́ nísìnyí. A ní kẹ́ kọ lẹ́tà sí Switzerland on behalf of Chief Sunday IGBOHO. Violation of a fundamental human right and unlawful detention. Okay, only can bold this in. That's it right there. I think I should be able to do that myself as well. So while I'm doing that, let me just be playing Arabalei. You know my power dressing sit back in so So that's the address there. So you can just copy it now, and I'm gonna put it on all the platforms. Again, post on here. The really time so what very very important. Address yẹn ni mo ti fi síta nísìn. So èèyàn kankan gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé rí address yẹn Koiki àrí òun mo ti post síta yẹn. So kí gbogbo wa ká jọ à ń bẹ̀ yín ni. Èmi ń bẹ̀ yín. Ẹ wo ti ọlá àwọn ọmọ bàbá wa ti Sunday Igboho. Ẹ wo ọlá àwọn ìyàwó wọn. Ẹ wo ọlá gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti wà affected láti bí oṣù 5 tó ti mú wọn síbẹ̀ nísìn. Èyí náà wo gbogbo ọlá yẹn. Bàbá mi Paul Ọládùnjoyè mo rí yín bẹ̀. Yes, slip of tongue, not Tinubu's money, people's fund. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ parọ́, Tinubu kọ́ ló lówó yẹn. So address yẹn láti fi síta yẹn, màá dẹ̀ tún lọ fi sórí mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ àbúrò mi àtàtà ẹ̀yìn tí fọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo yín sílé. Mo kí àwọn ti Rẹ́mọ náà ẹkún pàdé àná. Mo kí àwọn omíyalé. Mo kí Sugar Boy. Mo kí Òmẹ́yọ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun láti make sure pé gbogbo tẹ pín yẹn èyí tẹ bá sì fẹ́ support wọn ẹjọ́ ẹ pè wọ́n kẹ́ support wọn. Àti ní gbogbo tó bá fẹ́ ṣe flyer ẹ pé àwọn tó lè bá wa ṣe flyer ẹ distribute ẹ̀. Èyí táwa ń ṣe nísìlẹ̀ àwọn máa focus lé. Mo rí bẹ̀ ìyá wa Ìyábọ̀ Olúbùnmi tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Paul Ọládùnjoyè. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí Malaysia lọ. Mo rí bẹ̀ ìyá mi Stella Ojo. Arise, turn around. Adigun Akeem. Pamílẹ́rìn Lawal. Ọlátúnjí Bello. Gbogbo àwọn tí mo dárúkọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan lélẹ̀. And all the Biafra brothers and sisters. So address yẹn mo ti fi síta yẹn. Please. So what I'm gonna do now as well. So I'm gonna put that on our Facebook timeline, and I expect everybody to at least let us send a letter. You know, I'm gonna draft it in Lágbára Ọlọ́run lọ́la, you know, and I'll make sure that on the first on the post office, and I'll do a live broadcast while I'm posting mine, so that when say, "Well, Koiki, what now?" I will do it as a media organization based on KOIKIMEDIA as a person that owns KOIKIMEDIA. Malo post èmi náà. Èmi náà kọ́ lo template eléyìí náà ni. Nídìí wàhálà kankan mọ́. Àwọn lè ti bá wa ṣe ìtọ́jú ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Copy and paste ni. Kódà bó bá tẹ̀lé kó gbogbo evidence. The more tó bá ń rí lẹ́tà, imagine kí United Nations, Switzerland, by end of January, got to receive over 5,000 letters. They will be interested to know who the person is. What about an interest? So let's continue with this at the background. So I'm doing that now on our timeline. Please let us all write United Nations using So I'm doing the same thing, putting it on our timeline. It's how easy if you are not. So and I'm just gonna put a topic there. The topic I'm focused is fundamental human rights. Violation of fundamental kódà ìyẹn lásán gan ó ti tó pé kó gbọ́ kan tí ẹ fi sọ nínú lẹ́tà yẹn àti unlawful detention kò sẹ́ni reason tó ti láti dùn wọ́n mú sí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan. Detention of Chief Sunday So call for release. So with this, tí gbogbo wa bá ṣe, it will go a long way. So again, so I'm putting that on our timeline again the picture of our society. So let's go and look for one of this picture. Then so tí gbogbo bá ṣe lè you go a long way. So right now, so tẹ́ bá lọ sórí timeline you are missing. I'm coming back here. So I just posted it now, and I'm gonna be doing that in all the platforms quickly. So Tabawa CB by send us listen. I think it's this one. We should know. Okay, ilé mo ṣiṣẹ́ sí KOIKIMEDIA. Mo ti ń ṣe lọ sórí ṣẹ̀rípọ̀n lélẹ̀ nísìn. So copy and paste ni kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kọ lẹ́tà sí lórí mi. So coming on KOIKIMEDIA for now. À ń bẹ̀ yín kí gbogbo wa try ká gbìyànjú ká kọ lẹ́tà sí ká kọ lẹ́tà. Kọ́lé tètè release bàbá wa. Ìjọba bá lọ sórí KOIKIMEDIA ní sí wọ́n ti wà lórí ẹ̀ka. So ti bá wa sórí KOIKIMEDIA. So I've just done it there now. Again, pause ilé kò má disturb wa. Kẹ̀lé gbọ́n kan ilé tí mo ń sọ wà very very important. So right there, again refresh. On post lọ́wọ́ kò ní pẹ́ débẹ̀. And then we're going to also do it on KOIKIMEDIA as well. So to refresh your lane, so right there on the lane. So Koiki Mori Embolowa Otiwa lórí timeline wa. So you can draft as many things. Gbogbo ẹ̀dùn ọkàn yín, ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀dùn ọkàn tẹ́ máa ń sọ yẹn ẹ kọ síbẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ìyá wa, you know, ẹ bá wa kọ, ẹ bá wa send letter yẹn. Wa very very important. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n bá wa tó mú idea yẹn wá tí wọ́n pè mí lánàá. So gbogbo platforms wa nísìn ni mo ti kó sórí ẹ̀. So tẹ́ bá ti lọ sí gbogbo platforms wa ẹ rí níbẹ̀. À ń bẹ̀ yín ní àṣàkọ. Ẹ wọlá ìfẹ́ tí bàbá wa náà ní sí gbogbo wa. There's not much he can do. Àwa tá wà níta la lè put pressure lé ìjọba Benin lórí. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń pè mí Koiki la máa ṣe ẹ kọ́kọ́ bá wa kọ lẹ́tà yìí so that tẹ́ bá máa fi wá sórí ètò by next week a ti máa gbọ́ pé Koiki èmi ti post tẹ́ bá ti ń pè mí ní tí máa béèrè nìyẹn ṣe ti bá wa post lẹ́tà torí pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè kọ lẹ́tà ìyẹn ṣe big deal. Àwọn tó ti kọ́ ẹ lọ wo template wọn kẹfì draft ẹ bá wa address ẹ. So tẹ́ bá lọ sí gbogbo platforms wa nísìnyí we've already put it out there so that everybody tẹ́ bá wá sí bíbá yìí nísìnyí. So mo ti fi sí orí bíbá yìí náà òun lélẹ̀. So it's all over the platforms now. So tàbá tó wá sórí KOIKIMEDIA. So tẹ́ bá wá sórí KOIKIMEDIA. So all the 3 platforms láti fi sí. So àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí mo rí níbẹ̀ bàbá ròpọ̀ re bàbá àgbàlagbà. Yes, we can. We're stronger, but together keep the job, my brother. Thank you very much, bàbá ròpọ̀ re. So a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣì wà pẹ̀lú wa a ṣì ń ṣe Christmas broadcast wa lọ́wọ́ náà ni. So mo fẹ́ fi Sábíà wọn wá Sábíà òun lélẹ̀. So nísìn tí n bá tẹ ṣó gbogbo ilé mọ́ gbogbo àti mọ̀bí tó wà nísìn. So ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ṣì ń béèrè no problem. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ nìkan tó tún fẹ́ béèrè náà ẹ lè pè sórí ètò. So àgbé ètò yẹn àgbé kọ́ọ̀lì yín láti mọ ìtẹ́ bá fẹ́ bá wa sọ. So gbogbo ilé nísìn fake ni gbogbo constitution tó kọ́ ẹ̀ fake, nothing is working. So we know that already. So we just garbage it and need that to waste time and hour. So again, the Nigerian economy, ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tẹ́ni ikọ̀ one day ago, Nigeria at times òyìnbó yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ break it down. Tó bá ti ń lọ àwọn òyìnbó yìí ọgbọ́n 419 náà ni ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wá meaning ẹ̀.
Cacophonous.
Ṣé gbọ́? Èèyàn mélòó ló máa understand nǹkan tó sọ yìí nísìn?
Cacophonous.
Kí ni meaning ẹ̀? Involving or producing a harsh, discontent mixture of sound. Nǹkan fi Nàìjíríà wé nìyẹn o. Involving or producing harsh. Tó bá ní kan harsh, nísìn ariwo mi láti lọ́lẹ̀ díẹ̀ torí àwọn neighbor, agbọ́dọ̀ disturb àwọn tó ti sùn náà, so mo láti calm down a little bit. So tó bá ní kan wà cacophonous.
Cacophonous.
Òun ni Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí o. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí débí kankan. That is a very good idea. We let MKO down. We shall not let you. Sunday IGBOHO down. Thank you very much. Superstar Media. All hail Biafra. And I'm sure the Biafrans are doing the same thing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as well. Morimbe Baba Fatai. I'm not hearing from you anymore. Okay, I don't understand what you mean by that. I'm still picking all the comment as it's coming as well. So again, Ewunti paper iko, Ewo headline paper. This was this day, one of your best paper in Nigeria, December 23rd. Niwoko article. Now, Nigeria at times and pronunciation is going like that there.
Cacophonous.
Cacophonous.
Cacophonous. Cacophonous.
Cacophonous. So one in Nigeria, hard times and cacophonous tunes. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré kà díẹ̀. Fellow Nigerians, if reports emanating from the grapevine are anything to go by, then interesting times begun in 2022. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, the Nigerian government is expected to fully remove the unsustainable and uneconomically disingenuous fuel and electricity subsidies next year. Next year, Magbono. Morimbe Babawa Ade Olade. Thank you very much. In a simple terms, I'm reading this from the This Day. The dreaded full deregulation of the oil and power sectors will most likely take effect next year to pave way for the market-based cost-relative pricing mechanism. But an average Nigerian is not interested because if you don't pay one, but it don't maybe paying more. See, give me break it down for you to my name. So what they are trying to explain here before I go into all this reading, the whole thing is from next year your life will be worse. So let's continue. However, the government is said to be forgiving and planning a well-targeted 5,000 naira a month on other fraud. Can you, watching me now, guarantee? Okay, so you said email address. Okay, I'm not sure whether, let's look at it. I'm not sure whether they have an email address. United Nations, Switzerland. We have to go and check. Address, email. Let's see if they have any email. You only get info desk at OHC. I hope this is the right one though. Chez Switzerland, loan low plus 41 and 10 boy everybody assist. Chez Switzerland, loan low plus 41. I should think so. So what I can then do, I can copy this, Madelo edit a mono in 13 lotele artificial. Okay, I think it is addressed at the length or not really. Let me blow it up a little bit. Maybe I can increase fronting. What I'm addressed at the length or not really. Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Okay, so no. So I think it's the same. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to our Facebook and just edit and add all that. That's all. So let's can copy that to be by. So I'm gonna edit this. Thanks very much for saying that as well. So we're gonna put email. So I'm gonna add email. Then more pay more United Nations blah blah blah. So I love what's this as well. So it's the office. So and then it's the postal address. So I'm gonna add that to that as well. So I'm going to add that. Let's bring it down a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna copy all this and then okay, so it's the postal address, Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. So I think we're good to go now. Now my resend was in okay, only my big buy so I get a copy because YouTube here 200 kilometer. So I'm gonna put this now on the YouTube. Where's our YouTube streaming? Like the technology that go. You know, Sherry, put stuff from the your 14 kuro. So I'm gonna just take off United Nations. So right there, that's it. Now I pin a link. Facebook magba anyway. So now I'm going to copy all this now. I want to live this kind of life. You want to see no darkness, no kunku. Nigeria. So I'm gonna post it now. So enter Facebook. So I'm giving us a new details that has the email and everything. So all you need to do now, I've done the most important thing, copy and paste the you need in the scene. So about that your broadcasting yàtọ̀ sáwọn tó yẹ pé for whatever reason tí a kò lè understand tell me send email they send letter then ẹ má sọ pé nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá Ìgbòho kankan ẹnu lásán nìyẹn I don't want to believe that. So now I need to go and edit all the other platforms quickly. So I'm gonna do that now. Ká máa gbọ́ yẹn lọ lẹ́sàlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Àti fi email address sí nísìnyí so fún email address ti wà níbẹ̀ ní. Bá wa share lọ sí gbogbo group yìí pátápátá. Gbogbo ẹ̀ńtẹ́kọ̀ dá group oríṣiríṣi sílẹ̀ WhatsApp group táàsì kan lélẹ̀ ẹni kí àwọn tó jẹ́ secretary inú group yín ẹni kan bá yín draft letter lórúkọ group yín gangan ẹ send ẹ sí United Nations. It doesn't cost us anything. Eléyìí ò ní pé ìjọba máa lẹ́yìn kankan mú. Mo rí ń bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá wa Adéọlá Adéṣóẹ̀tàn. Mo sì kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram as well. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Okay, èyí ti Saudi Arabia. Wow. Kí ni time ní Saudi báyìí nísìnyí? Ilẹ̀ àti mọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín rẹpẹtẹ lọ́hùn. So ká sì máa gbọ́ àràbà yẹn lọ́jọ́ náà.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ̀jẹ̀ láàyè.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, báwo lè mọ̀?
Májú máa padà sílé bàbá ẹ̀yìn. Ṣé bí ewúrẹ́ ni olóṣèlú yàtọ̀?
So I think ilé ìtàṣe ní èmi fún bàbá wa ti Sunday will go a long way if we can all do ìtìsí ṣàlàyé. Ẹ̀ńtálàyé yàn bá dẹ̀ wá yé ẹ pè mí máa ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún yín lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. So ká wá padà sí ẹ ṣé gan-an tó béèrè email yẹn I think we've been able to rectify that now. So we were actually reading this. So wọ́n náà máa fáwọn kan ní 5,000 social intervention scheme to cushion the biting effect of poverty on about 40 million vulnerable Nigerians. Ìrọ́lọ́pàá ẹ ju 40 million lọ. Màá ṣàlàyé fún yín nísìn ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní bracket of poverty. Ẹ mọ̀ kí mi náà ní data clock mi. So tí government bá sọ kan báyìí, mi náà máa sọ pé lọ́lọ́pàá. So it's more than 40 million. Ẹ jẹ́ n lọ mú data clock mi wá. Ibo ló wà náà? Ẹ má bínú o. Mo ní láti lọ gba glasses mi nísìnyí. Mo ti lọ ṣe test. So mo ní láti lọ gba glasses yẹn so tí bá ń ṣe broadcast nìkan ni màá máa lò. Even though my eyesight is good, but because I'm straining my eyes on the screen for a very long time. I mean, actually, almost 3 hours for the program, then it's 2 hours. I'm going to need the water. Where is it? Where is it? Data clock. Somewhere. Ìtàn àwọn fi ní 40 million yẹn irọ́ ló ń pa. Iye àwọn tí ebi ń pa Nàìjíríà is 84 or 87 million. So ètí government ní 40 million yẹn bàbá irọ́ ni. The 419 government can only pity those that still believe in this shit of country called Nigeria. 5,000 tó ń sọ kó máa fún yẹn kò ní kárí o. Ilẹ̀ Haúsá lọ́ ti máa pín ìtójú ń bẹ̀. Kí ló ṣe bó ni data clock ní òkè òun lè ní yọmọ tìrì. Now, how can the government tell you that ẹ wo ibi tó kọ sí bíbá yìí wọ́n náà máa fún àwọn kan ní 5,000 vulnerable Nigerians wọ́n náà máa fún yín 5,000 láti next year láti cushion problem yẹn. Fulani government is planning to increase fuel price from 165 to 380. Ìyá ń bọ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀ ní next year. Ìbọn náà là ń kà lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. Òyìnbó tó dẹ̀ ti lò nílò àwọn yẹn ti lò òyìnbó 419. Ṣègbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ. So now, I only 40 million vulnerable Nigerians. And I'm going to tell that is a total lie. So let's look for Nigeria. Nigeria ni number 1 ní gbogbo àgbáyé. 86 million. So ibo ni government ti rí 43, ibo la ti rí 40 million. Ibo làwọn ti rí 40 million. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa Fatai ní US. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àwa ni ẹ bàbá. Okay, all right. All right, sir. All right. So, ibo ni government ti rí 40 million. Ibo làwọn ti rí 40 million. Pé èèyàn 40 million. How can the government tell you, it's 40 million? Ẹ ṣé gan bàbá wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi Fatai. Thank you very much. So, ibo ni government ti rí yẹn? Ibo ni government ti rí 40 million yẹn? Ibo làwọn ti rí 40 million yẹn? Ìbéèrè ni mò ń béèrè o. Ibo ni government ti rí 40 million? Màá get back sí lọ́la bàbá mi. But according to them, they say it is for the northern Almajiris. So when the government is telling you that, this country will be cacophonous, and they're telling you that by next year, things will start getting very difficult for a lot of Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians cannot afford to buy chicken and rice for this Christmas. Everybody's asking, Moride Jade Yanju náà tó náà máa fáwọn kan, Bàbá Al-Moruf náà fáwọn kan ní 5,000. How many people can we give for 5,000? But tí gbogbo wa join together, join hand together and say no. Ṣé rí àwọn tó ń fún àwọn ní problem ni àwọn politicians tiwa, àwọn Yoruba politicians. Àwọn gangan náà fi jẹ́ káwa lọ. Because ẹ wo dínà nísìn, ó ra bag rice, ra bag ẹ̀wà, bag rice gàrí. Ẹmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní billions of naira ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà. Gbogbo tó náà yẹn ó lè má ná tó bí 10 million fún gbogbo tó ṣe yẹn. We're talking about people that have billions. So when you see them stockpiling, mo rí church kan náà tó ń pín noodles, ló dẹ̀ fún wọn ní bí 5,000 mọ̀ ilé ìgbà báyìí fún wọn. I mean, if the country was truly working, all those things would not be necessary. But they've kept everybody in the line of where, ọdún bá ti ń bọ̀, it is a right táwọn kan láti fún yín ní kankan. What I meant is that 5K for the north. Yes, you're right. So if this government is telling you 40 million, come and tell me now. This is the world poverty clock. So that because people will say all kind of things. Merry Christmas to you, Baba. It is soon, Baba. So, that is the link there. I've shared the link. Take footprint in the tí bá sọ tẹ́ bá believe me ẹ̀yin náà lè lọ check ẹ lórí Google ẹ̀dẹ̀ kí ẹ kí n share kí ní UN yìí náà pẹ̀lú yín so we're telling you that this government is telling lies and from next year they will start polishing wọ́n máa lọ àwọn tó wà ní UK wọ́n máa lọ àwọn tó wà ní America wọ́n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi graphics video kọ́ lẹ fẹ́ jẹ irọ́ ni gbogbo yẹn. Right now, the country is going into, it's already gone. Nigeria is gone. But we are all living in denial. Tí bá fẹ́ jẹun nísìn, mo ń jẹ wà. Kò ń ṣe pé oúnjẹ ni problem. But àwa ń ro ọjọ́ iwájú pé tá bá ní ká fi Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yìí, ó máa ní problem. Ẹ tó rún bá ń pòpó lọ sùn rùn ti pọn mí o ẹ má farawé mi o ẹni tójú mi dàbí ẹni tó ti mọ nǹkan báyìí à ń ṣọdún lọ́wọ́ ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ fi dá sétò ẹ̀ náà lè pè wọlé àdé máa ka comment. The country is not working. Nígbà tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì sọ fún yín pé 40 million èmi sọ fún yín pé irọ́ ni gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì pa Nigerians the total number ẹgbọ́n kan táwọn ilé sọ if the government is saying that about 40 million vulnerable Nigerians what about the remaining 47 million? But the government figure on yes, because according to this data, right, we have 86,674,882 Nigerians. Total number of people living in extreme poverty. Extreme poverty. Thank you very much, Shina Nuruddin. Ẹ̀yin náà click lórí ẹ̀ ẹ tọ́jú líǹkì àwọn tó bá sọ fún pé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ kàn bá mi click líǹkì yẹn kẹ́ fi wọ̀n wọ́n pé ǹjẹ́ ọmọ èèyàn ẹ kàn béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé ǹjẹ́ ọmọ èèyàn tí ó wà ní poverty ní Nàìjíríà ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tá a máa fi ń sọ program yìí ó máa ń wà wọn náà pé èyí náà ní evidence nìyẹn kẹrí bí mi náà ṣe mú jáde nísìn especially data clocking ó wà important kẹrí pé gbogbo àní máa lọ́ mú jáde ìkọ́ mo ti fi sí bookmark. So tí bá ti ní ìdẹ̀ máa kọ́ lọ síbẹ̀ ṣé ní gbogbo tá à ń ṣe is something that ó yẹ kẹ́ máa fi okay ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí Serbia nísìn àwọn couples yìí kí ló ń ṣe they are travelling around the world àwọn náà ní page wọn they have about 10,000 followers àwọn náà nínú ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ṣe business nínú ẹ̀ because from when I started watching them I realized that they are into traveling so they go to different countries so let me show you their full page. Ọkọ àti ìyàwó ni wọ́n travel with us by Warren and Julie. Àwọn náà fẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà lè ṣe the same thing go around the world these are normal things but okay tó bá fẹ́ travel nísìnyí wọ́n á ní kó lọ gba visa because passport Nàìjíríà ò ní value a ti ṣàlàyé yẹn náà fún yín títí rí. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ alàgbà wa tó ń pè ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá.
To everybody,
wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín ẹ káàbọ̀ láti Ireland.
Orí ni mo kí ọ̀rọ̀ wá dayọ̀ ọdún tuntun.
Àbáwáláyé lọ́tún lọ́sí.
Gbogbo apáta nílò ìbò tá a wà ìṣọ́kàn wa ṣe bàrẹ̀ nù lé tó kálukú lọ́kàn kálukú balẹ̀. I can see you when you was taking your vitamin C everything pẹ̀lú ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. Tí ò ní rárá. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà let me tell you they turn everybody to a beggar. That's a very èmi ò wẹ́ àbọ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ gidi gan-an mílẹ̀ yìí.
Nigeria is not peaceful.
Káná ọkùnrin tó tún tóbi márùn-ún mẹ́fà irú yìí bíi tiẹ̀. Ló bá ń pariwo yìí náà ló bá di ikọ́ àti mọ̀ yìí pé amúkẹ́ni lọ́kùn rúrù. Ṣùgbọ́n ariwo àwọn ìwà ló pọ̀ jù lásán. There's no action. Bàbá fi action pẹ̀lú kíní ni èyí ni ẹ̀ wò kí ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Sunday Igboho.
Kí lẹ̀ ṣe?
Otuka, it's a question. Let's ask ourselves.
Kí ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Sunday Igboho tọmọlọ́mọ ń sùn ní ẹ̀wọ̀n láìsí rárá? Òkàlùkù bẹ̀ wà nílé wọn, wọ́n sùn wọ́n jí pẹ̀lú ìyàwó wọn lọ́dún tuntun. Bọ́bá yóò bá rí wọ ọkọ̀ ọ̀run wò wọ́n. Ẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ bá wò wọ́n náà gbé àwọn àtàwà let me tell you my brother. Àwọn onímọ̀ẹ́dùkú wọn lọ sí Nàìjíríà, àwọn tó wọ Nàìjíríà wọn ti fẹ́ fọ́ọ̀tù ojú wọn. Ìlú tó bá nínú ẹ̀tùjẹ kanú tí ló yẹ ní lọ́wọ́ náà ti pé kó wọn lọ wòtẹ́ẹ̀lì kò tó lágbàáyé. Òun náà ti rí by 7 sisters tí ó ká gbòòrò ló ti kọ́ra wọn jọ sí group course kò sí tó fẹ́ jókòó sínú ilé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ìyẹn lọ sí máa ń hang around káàkiri, ìyẹn lọ sí máa ń lọ sí joint to joint.
All of you mentally wọ́n ti dìrí wọn bí tó fẹ́ fi wọ́n sí náà fún wọn sí. Wọ́n gbé àwọn táwọn dá àsúrà láti voluntarily ní free state. Òun gbàyọ́dé tuntun mú ẹ̀rú náà ṣe mo fẹ́ di bìtìkú mo yẹ járìsì yìí sí mo lè sọ kọ́rọ̀ ìlú di white ní my brother dá mi lóhùn.
Ọ̀pọ̀ síbò láyé.
Máa jẹ ẹ̀fújú tọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀fújú náà lórí ìgbà lọ́jọ́ kó ń lẹ́wọ́ orí owó kọ́nà kó gbàgbé wá bá àjọ lórí wa. Rọ́pọ̀ ní ìkọ́pọ̀ torí àwọn ti change àbáṣẹ́rẹ̀ wa ní ìlú aláàbí. Torí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ nígbà tó lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀sà àti ìjọ sí my brother. Ta lọ sí rally first of October last year. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá aṣọ ilé-ìwé ń bíbà ẹ̀ torí bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn tú Nigeria flag. Àwọn iye mọ́tò pa ẹgbẹ́ ní ẹ̀sà àṣìṣe sọ ẹkún níjọ́ ẹ̀rí Nàìjíríà bá dé. Ẹ tó bá kàn ló mọ̀. Àwọn ẹ̀dí Nàìjíríà pàṣẹ came ṣíṣe kò lè bá àwọn ọlọ́mọ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀túnú ẹ̀yìn ló ń rí ibi tó tó gbégbé ìlọpẹ̀yìn ní sọ́sàbí amọ́ni. Lọ́rọ̀ yìí ọlọ́pàá aṣọ ilé mi. I give glory to God kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi ṣe torí mo sọ pé kó yẹ wá pé who am I? I was a refugee in this country before. What brought me over here back in the days is what is happening right now to my tribe.
Dignity yín wọ́n respect fundamental human rights yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ máa expect more refugee in your country.
Eré náà pé ni.
Inú mi náà dùn àwọn Christian ìlú yìí they went to Nigeria embassy to go and do rally and protest there as well. Even àwọn olùkọ́ ọkọ̀ tí mi ò tiẹ̀ gbórí kan àwọn òyìnbó yẹn make mention of it. They know what is happening in Nigeria.
Ọmọ.
Àwọn ìjọba adúgbòlọ́kọ̀ sàmúfà bí tó bá ti rí àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wọlé lábúròdù yìí àtẹ̀gbẹ́ àtàrà wọn bọ́dà mi ká máa dọ̀tí wọn ká máa yẹ wọn táwọn abí wọn náà wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lóyìnbó bóyá wọn náà túlẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe fún wa ọ̀rọ̀ mi jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Láàrin ẹyẹ àtẹ̀yẹ lọ́lọ́run lẹ́tà tí wọ́n ní ká kọ́ àti nígbè ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà mi kọ́ láàpọ̀jọ́ everybody nítorí pé Sunday Igboho jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ó mọ̀ kì í ṣe àìjà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ó kàn ló lẹ́bẹ̀ yẹn. Yorùbá náà jáde ní ẹwọ́ yọmọ Yorùbá náà ti máa pàdé sí i orí kó jáde ló gbogbo wọn pààyàn náà tó fi kú ìjọba Ọlọ́run ọlọ́gbàdo àpò ìbàdàn ìfẹ́tí gbèsè ẹ bá wá sí ẹ̀. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I want you many
same here. Thank you very much. Àmín, ẹ ṣé gan ni. So a máa mú ètò yẹn wálẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó bá tún di ọ̀la tílẹ̀ bá mọ́ kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ ká sùn ká jí sáyé padà. A tún máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Christmas special. Ẹ̀bí ọtọ́ bá ń dáná màá kọ́ máa fi àwọn kọ́kọ́ wọ̀nyí bó ṣe ń lọ mẹ̀dẹ̀mẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀. It's so sad. Ẹ wo bracket yẹn 86 million. Ìjọba dẹ̀ náà máa fún àwọn 40 million. Kí ló máa wá ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn 46 million tó kù o? Nígbà tó bá fún ẹ̀yin 40 million ní 5,000 naira. That's even if they give you 5,000 naira. What about the 46 million? Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Serbia quickly before we end the broadcast because I think mẹ́nu bọ̀ látẹ̀kàn. The total population there is 6 million. Òun lẹ̀ ń wò yìí, èmi kọ́ ni mo kọ́. Ibi tí mo náwọn òyìnbó yìí travel káàkiri, èmi náà kọ́kọ́ lo page wọn náà ni. Àwọn ilé òní take risk ọ̀kan kọ́ wá sí Nàìjíríà láyé. So let me show you one of the videos I was watching earlier from them.
It feels like we're risking the possibility of totally derailing our travel plans between our love for Control Montenegro and our love for Novi Sad. We got two places to split our 6 months a year, 3 months in each.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà bá ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa ni majority àwọn òyìnbó yẹn ọ̀bá máa wá sọ́dọ̀ wa because we have the weather, but terrorist is not working. Kò sí ná, àwọn èèyàn máa fẹ́ kidnap wọn, ẹlòmíràn fẹ́ dupe wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà so that we can have more foreigners. Ó dà pé ẹ̀mọ́ tán pè ní foreigners kò ń ṣe àwọn tó ń wálé tó ń bọ̀ nílé tó ti délé ní fún Christmas mò ń sọ. I'm talking about àwọn ẹ̀yà míì all over the world. Ẹ wo ìgbà tí mo lọ sí Turkey yẹn wo airport wọn rí pé different people all over the world. In fact, sọ nìyẹn o. So.
Maybe eventually we'll make him our house.
Yeah. So we're here for 2 weeks this time, guys, but this place is really worth considering for a long-term stay. If you're
But only this place is worth considering for a long-term stay. In Serbia, the population of 6 million. Ìlú mẹ́ta lè máa yọ kúrò nínú ilé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ because Lagos is about almost 15 million. Ẹ yọ mẹ́ta kúrò easily. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo bẹ̀ bó ṣe rí. Àwọn náà máa ní problem tiwọn, wọ́n máa ní issues tiwọn. But we are talking about more foreigners will go here. You know?
lifestyle being in Europe,
Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo.
Novi Sad,
Ẹ wo gbogbo títì bó ṣe táì. Àwọn náà láwọn tó ń jìyà ń bẹ́ o, ẹ má get me wrong. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo.
on an annual basis. Now
Ṣé ẹ fi ríru láìfù báyìí ni?
look at these beautiful flavors. It looks wonderful, doesn't it?
Mo kàn fast forward ẹ̀ ní o.
Window view out there. Somebody
Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wòran.
willing to reach out and start a conversation.
Wọ́n ò lórí méjì.
One thing that we find very, very special is when
Wọ́n ò lórí
somebody
méjì.
recognizes us from a
So,
video or
Àní
reaches
jù
out.
báyìí lọ ní Christmas special wa tí a ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ bá wa kọ lẹ́tà yẹn sí bàbá wa Chief Sunday on his behalf. Àwọn ò lè ṣe anything. Nígbà tó wà níta, tọ́nà dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kó tètè jáde. He was doing. But now that he's been held there, àwa tá wà níta la lè ṣe. And there's no more excuse. Ẹni ẹ fẹ́ email àti fún ní email. Ẹni tó bá lè kọ lẹ́tà, ẹlòmíì like láti kọ lẹ́tà kó lọ post ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé. So, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. Shina Nuruddin and every one of you. If I haven't mentioned your name, don't get upset. The truth set you free, Lagos. Thank you very much. Yes, Lagos is about 25 million people. So that means Serbia is about 4 times the size. And Lagos is about 4 times. Ẹ máa yọ mẹ́rin kúrò nínú Lagos of Serbia. Ẹ wo bí Lagos ṣe rí. Oh, my brother, Shalom. Like I just saw you there. Thank you very much. Anyway, thank you very much, those of you as well on Instagram. I appreciate your time spent with us as usual. It's not easy, especially you guys spending a lot of data to listen to every single one of us. But if things are done quickly, properly, we'll be out of the country. People ask when. You know what I mean? When is going to happen if we all come together like that? It will be difficult for them to break us. Have a very good evening. Let me go and take my rest as well. And bye for now.
Akọ́nilé káyẹ́ni sí. Ká sọ̀rọ̀ tútù tó yọbi lápò. Òwe ìbáwí. Òwe ìkìlọ̀. Òwe ìwúrí. Bọ́rọ̀ bá sọnù. Òwe là fi wá. Àkàlò èdè ń kọ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá lọ́dọ̀. Ibi gíga. Ibi gíga gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò máa lọ. Ibi gíga gíga lẹ́tí máa rọ́mọ Yorùbá. Ibi gíga gíga lẹ́tí máa rọ́mọ tuntun wá. Ẹ ò ní rí wá nílẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀, ẹ ò ní rí wá lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yìn. Ibi gíga lọ́mọ Yorùbá yóò máa lọ. Adéwálé fún wa ibi gíga là ń kọjọ́. Ibi gíga là ń kó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Iwájú iwájú lójúkùn ń gbé. Òkè níjọ́ òkè 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 lẹ́yìn fún òkè.
she said,